Hello everyone, welcome to What If Deku Was Reborn as a Sai in High School DxD Part 2. Before we start, please go support Cheetah X2 for writing that awesome fanfic. Now let's begin. Chapter 15, Izuku's Pav. There are two types of exorcists. I'm listening to Butchu's explanation while having my legs heal. The first are the exorcists who receive the blessing from God to perform exorcism in the name of justice. This group of exorcists borrows its power from God and angels to eliminate devils. And there is another one. Stray exorcists. Stray? Butchu nods at my question. Again with that stray. Exorcism is a holy ceremony that is performed in the name of God. But sometimes, there are exorcists who starts to enjoy the act of killing devils. They are beings who have found killing devils as joy and as their purpose of life. So they get kicked out from the church without exception. Or they get erased for being found guilty. Erased so they get killed. But there are those who survive. What do you think happens to those exorcists? It's simple. They go to the fallen angels. Fallen angels are the ones with black wings, right? Yes. Even though fallen angels are beings that were kicked out from the heaven, they still have the power of light, the power to eliminate devils. The fallen angels also lost a lot of their comrades and their men in the previous war. That's why they started to collect servants, just like us. I understood the situation as soon as she told me that much. So the fallen angels who finds the devils a nuisance and the exorcists who wants to kill devils have the same objective, right? Yes. That's why they are called stray exorcists. So the dangerous exorcists who became addicted to devil hunts started to attack devils and the humans with connections to devils by borrowing powers from the fallen angels. The boy priest from earlier is exactly that. He's a stray exorcist who belongs to an organization with the support of the fallen angels. They are not proper exorcists, but they are still dangerous like the proper ones. No, since they have no restrictions on them, they are much harder to deal with than the actual exorcists. It's not smart to deal with them. So, the church you went to before does not belong to God, but to the fallen angels. I knew they were a threat. I realized how dangerous they are when I was fighting that shitty priest. He is really evil. He only thought about fighting and has joy in killing devils. Getting involved with a group where more shits like that exist is dangerous. I know that much, but I can't stop but think about my past life and how I really need to help as much as I can. So I have to say it to Butchu. Butchu, I need to save that girl, Asia. It's impossible. How will you fight them? You are a devil. And she is a servant of fallen angels. It's the two kinds that cannot coexist. Saving her means making the fallen angels your enemies. If that happened, we would also have to fight. I couldn't say anything back to her. I will cause trouble to Butchu and others due to my selfishness. That's how I got most injuries when I was just Izuku Midoriya. The amount of scars I had always tells a story of much I've been through, but it was worth it and I'll do the same again in this life. I compared Asia with Butchu and others. I already know what my answer is and it was simple. Which one is more important? Well, it was both of them. Butchu was the one who saved me, so I'll vote the same for Asia. What kind of person I'll be if I can't even save one girl? It's almost similar to rescuing Iri. Damn it, I just hope nothing's happened to her. Ha, it was noon and I've decided to skip school today, and I'm currently sitting on a bench in a children's park while making a sigh. The wounds I received from the priest on my leg yesterday haven't completely healed, but I wouldn't care much about it. According to Butchu, the fallen angel who gave its power to that priest must have a dense power of light. So it seems like they will be troublesome for us devils, since light is poisonous to us. But this leg, I can't do the devil's job for a while, so I was told to take a break by Butchu is what she said. Butchu probably has already talked to the teacher, so it should be fine. That's because Butchu controls the school from the shadows. Ew, my stomach was rumbling. Now that I think about it, I haven't eaten since morning. I have been thinking about Asia and my career as a devil the whole time. How can I save Asia? Before that, does Asia even like her current situation? That, I'm sure she doesn't like it at all, but what about Ayuma? I know something's up with it's right, I just know it. So if I do things on my own, it will cause a lot of trouble to Butchu and the others. I can't go alone, not like in my past life. This body isn't strong enough to handle enough of the powers of Ofa and the power of sacred gear. I don't know much about it yet. Training as much as I can will help, but will it be enough? I wonder. Alright. Once my wounds heal, I'm going to start a training regimen 9 lie. This time I don't have to deal with All Might, that's for sure. He may be my predecessor, but he's a bad trainer. I also need to ask Butchu and Akeno-san how to use demonic powers. And maybe ask Kiba to teach me how to use swords. With my plan in motion for now, I started thinking about my piece. The pawn, a foot soldier that can be of use on the game of chess and even on the battlefield. I need to read up on chess games again. Maybe I can ask Butchu about it. Yeah, since I have a new plan, I'll buy lunch somewhere and go home. When I got up from the bench, the color gold appears to my eyes. When I look carefully, there is a blonde-haired girl that I'm familiar with. She also notices me. Both of us are shocked at this meeting. Asia, I-san, oh, it's a strange sight. A sister is getting confused in front of the register. What would you like to order? Even the employee doesn't know how to handle this situation. It's lunchtime and I took Asia to a fast food restaurant at the business district. It seems like Asia never came to this kind of place before, so she is having a hard time choosing her meal. I offered my help, but she said proudly, "It's fine, I will manage it somehow," so I have been watching her the whole time. Thinking carefully, you can't speak Japanese. Seeing the chance, I help her. Sorry. She will have the same order as me. Okay. The employee takes the order. Asia on the other hand is shocked. Oh, I'm ashamed. I can't even buy a single hamburger by myself. I almost laughed, but I reassured her. Well, first you need to get used to Japanese. We head towards the empty table as soon as we got our meals, while I encourage Asia who is feeling down. While we are moving inside the restaurant, most of the male customers are looking at Asia. It's because she is a nun, but also because she's really cute. When I looked at them they saw my glare, and they turned the other way. We sat opposite each other, but Asia is taking a really good look at the hamburger and isn't eating it. Rather, does she even know how to eat it? Wow, what a strange development. Hey Isa, you can eat this by taking the wrap off like this. I showed her how to do it while smiling. There's actually a way to eat like that. Amazing. What a new reaction. You're seriously cute, Asia. You also eat the fries like this. Oh my. Asia is looking at me eating the fries with very keen eyes. No, you also eat, Asia. Why yes. She takes a small bite of the burger. She starts eating it. Be delicious, this burger is very delicious. This girl is saying it while her eyes are shining. What does she normally eat? You never ate a burger before? No. I have seen it often on television, but it's my first time eating it. I moved, it's delicious. Oh. So what do you normally eat? Mainly bread and soup. I also eat vegetable and pasta food. Such simple food. Is church like that? Is that right? Then eat it carefully so you remember the taste. Yes. I will eat it with joy. Asia starts eating it deliciously. But why was she at that park? She said she has time off, but it seems like she is running away from something. When she saw me, she seemed relieved. I wanted to ask her, but that might been a thoughtless question. I probably should wait till she feels like telling me. I will help her anytime. There is also the thing about Butchu and the others. But I can't tell her that. It's so irritating. Oh well, since she is enjoying eating her hamburger, I feel bad asking her something that will make her depressed. Yeah, that's it. Just for today, we shall forget about everything. That was the answer I got. Asia, why yes, we will go and have some fun now, eh? Let's go to the game center. The legendary fastest downhill driver, Ice. I put my foot down on the accelerator and quickly changed the gear around the curve. I then went past both cars. Past you are so fast, Isan. Just like that, I was playing a racing game at the game center. Even though I look like this, I didn't join any school club before joining the occult research club. The three of us, Motohama, Mitsuda and I went through all of the game centers nearby, or that's what Issei's memories are. To be honest, it felt like second nature to me after going through a body change. But racing game or not, I can beat any games. Win. The sign that shows my victory appears on my screen. Yeah, looks like I made a new track record again. Like that, I was falling for myself. Then I lost sight of Asia. When I looked, she is standing in front of the crane game. What is it? How and no, it's nothing. When I ask her, she tries to hide it. Is there something you want? When I look inside the crane game there is a doll of Ratch-kun inside. It's a cute mascot based on a mouse. If I remember correctly, this character came from Japan, but it's popular worldwide. So that's why Asia also knew it. Asia, do you like Ratch-kun? And no, that is. Asia's face gets red and she nods her head shyly. Okay. I will get it for you, but it's okay, I will get it. Strike while the iron is hot. I put the coin in immediately and started controlling the crane. Even though I look like this, I'm pretty good at crane games, you know. Well, that's what I thought, but I had a hard time getting it. On my first try I dropped the doll on a good location, and on my second try I totally missed. On my third and fourth try I missed it as well, but when Asia became worried on my fifth try, I finally managed to get it. Yeah, I made a victory pose and took Ratch-kun which I just dropped out. I then give it to Asia. Here you go, Asia. Asia became so happy that she held the doll to her chest. Thank you very much, Isan. I will take care of this doll. Hey, if a doll like that makes you happy, then I'll get you more next time. That's what I said to her. But she shook her head. No, this Ratch-kun that you gave me represents the wonderful day I met you. Since today is the only day I met you, I will take good care of this doll. I just smiled at her. Okay, we haven't started yet, Asia. We will play for the whole day today, follow me. Why yes. I took Asia's hand and went further into the game center. We played a lot today. Why yes, I'm a bit tired. We are walking on the street while laughing. It's already evening. Haha, I've skipped school today and had fun till dusk. We are lucky that we didn't get caught by the police. If we did, then I will have been taken into custody right away. I ended up being tired, both Asia and I. It was fun to see Asia's reaction when we went to the game center and other shops. Oh, I almost tripped over because of the uncomfortable feeling on my leg. Ouch, then I felt a bit of pain as well. It's the wound from yesterday. The place where I was shot by that shitty priest still hurts. Looks like the day when it gets healed will be quite far from now. Ai-san, are you injured? Is it from yesterday? Asia's expression gets cloudy. I think I messed up. We were having a good time, but I made her remember something painful. But Asia bends down and starts to check my injuries. Can you please lift your trouser up? Sure. I lift my trousers to have my calf exposed. The bullet mark is still there. Asia then places her palm there. A warm and gentle light shines on my calf. It really is a warm light. It's a green light. It's like Asia's eyes and it looks so beautiful. It feels like her kindness is inside her light. How is it? Asia stops her light and she urges me to move. I move my leg a bit. Oh? Wow. This is amazing. This is amazing, Asia. I don't feel uncomfortable anymore. I don't feel any pain at all. I started doing air punches and kicks feeling no pain at all. Asia smiles happily when she sees me. You're amazing, Asia. The healing power, it's an incredible power. This is a sacred gear, right? Yes, it is. Just like I thought. To tell you the truth, I also have a sacred gear. Though, it's not much of a use. Right now, that is. Asia puts on a shocked face after hearing my confession. Ai-san, you also have a sacred gear? I didn't realize it at all. Haha, I don't even know its effect. And to compare it, Asia, your power is amazing. This can heal humans, animals, and also devils like me, right? She put on a complicated expression, then a sad face. Soon after, a single drop of tear falls from her eyes. Then, more tears starts flowing out from her eyes. She then got down and starts to cry. I add her quickly and took her to a spot where we can sit. We sit on the bench on the roadside. Then, she told me a story about the girl who was once called the Holy Maiden. In a certain region in Europe, there was a girl who was discarded by her parents. She was raised in a church nearby by a nun along with other orphans. The girl, who was a strong follower of the church, received a special power at the age of 8. She healed a wounded puppy, and a person from the Catholic Church witnessed it by chance. From there on, her life changed. The girl was taken to the main Catholic Church, and she was symbolized by many as a holy maiden because of her healing power. She used her power to heal many believers, and they were told it was a power of divine protection. Rumors brought rumors, and she was respected as a holy maiden. Even without her approval. She had no dissatisfaction for how she was treated. People from the church were kind and she didn't hate healing people. She instead was happy that her power was of use. The girl was thankful to her power which was bestowed to her by God. But she was a bit lonely. She didn't have any friends she could open up to. Everyone treated her nicely and was nice to her. But there were no one willing to become her friend. She understood why. She knew that they were looking at her power as something irregular. They didn't look at her as a human, but as a creature that could heal humans. But one day, it changed. By coincidence, there was a devil nearby and she healed it. A wounded devil. The girl couldn't ignore it. She thought that even if it was a devil, she had to heal it if it was injured. It was her kindness that made her take such an action. But that changed her life forever. One of the people from the church saw that incident and notified others of the church. The ministers of the church were shocked about it. The power that can heal devils. Something absurd like that cannot happen. The power of healing can only heal the followers of God. Yes, there were several people who had the power to heal. But the power to heal the devil was out of the question. The people of the church thought it was common sense that the power of healing doesn't work on fallen angels and devils. Apparently, a similar incident had happened in the past. The power to heal fallen angels and devils that were not protected by God. But that was feared as the power of a witch. So the people saw her as a heretic. Damn witch that heals devils. The girl, who was respected as a holy maiden, was then feared as a witch and the Catholic Church abandoned her. She didn't have anywhere to go and the organization of stray exorcists picked her up. In other words, she had to get divine protection from the fallen angels. But the girl never forgot to pray to God. She also never forgot to thank God. Even so, the girl was abandoned. God didn't save her. What shocked her the most was that there was not even a single person in the church that was willing to defend her. There was no one who cared about her. It's because I didn't pray enough. It's because I'm clumsy. I'm so stupid that I can't even eat a burger by myself. She then wipes her tears while laughing. I didn't know what to say to her. I didn't know what to say after finding out her devastating past. I can only clench my fist feeling my quirk about activate, but not only that, but something else. Just like she showed before, she is a sacred gear possessor that has the power to heal even devils. This is also a trial that the Lord gave me. Since I'm a clumsy nun, the Lord gave me this trial. So I have to endure it. She was laughing as if she was talking to herself. You don't have to say anything anymore. I'm sure I will make lots of friends one day. I have a dream. I want to go buy flowers with a friend, buying books and talk. She is full of tears. I can't look at her anymore. She must have been enduring it the whole time. She has been waiting for God to save her the whole time and has been hiding her feelings all along. Hey. Hey God, what's the meaning of this? Why don't you save this girl? She has been longing for your help, she has been respecting you more than anyone. What are you doing? Why aren't you doing anything? I don't know a single thing about you, and I also don't believe in any religion. On top of that, I'm a devil, but even a devil like me can talk to her. Weren't you the one that gave us the sacred gears? This is wrong. Every word I said I felt the pain goiji through my head, but I endured. I then took her hand and said to her while looking directly to her eyes which were wet with her tears. Asia, I will become your friend. No, we are already friends. Asia stands there looking puzzled. I'm a devil, but it's alright. I won't take Asia's life, and I won't take any price. You can call me whenever you feel like it, and I will also give you my mobile number. I put my hand inside my pocket to get my mobile phone out. Why? It's not why, Asia, you played with me for the whole day, right? We talked, right? We laughed together, right? Then you and I are friends. A human, a devil, or God, doesn't matter, we are friends. Is that a pact with a devil? It's not. Asia and I are going to become actual friends. We will put other things aside, we will talk when we want to, we will play when we want to, and yeah, I will also go shopping with you, whether it's books or flowers, we will go shopping much as you want, okay? Then Asia put her hand on her mouth and once again starts to shed tears. Though this time, her tears didn't seem sad. I have no common sense. We could learn by going around the city. If you go around looking at different things, you would learn eventually. I can't speak Japanese. I also don't know about its culture. Then I'll teach you. I'll even make you speak using a proverb. Leave it to me. We could even go to museum to look at Japanese national treasure, samurai sushi, and geisha. I also don't know what to talk about with a friend. I hold Asia's hand tightly. You talked to me normally for a whole day. That was fine. We were already talking like friends. Will you become my friend? Yeah, so let's get along from now on, Asia. She nods her head and smiles. Yeah, with this it's okay. I felt at ease knowing that she can smile so brightly. It made me so happy. The incident from her sad past. I won't know how painful it was, and I damn well won't let it be compared to my former life, cause there's a difference. But I'm positive that I can keep her smiling from now on. Even a human and a devil can be friends. I thought it was impossible at first, but I don't care anymore. I am definitely going to see her from now on as her friend. I won't let anyone get in our way. I will protect Asia. It's impossible. The voice which rejects all my thoughts. When I look towards the direction of where the voice came from, I become speechless. That's because the person I am familiar with is standing there. The slender girl with silky black hair. Biuma Mono is standing there. Biuma. I said it quietly, but she heard me. She laughs of amusement when she hears my voice. So you survived. And as a devil. Seriously, that is the worst. Her voice almost sounded hurt, but she hid it. Rainer-sama. Asia calls her by that name. Rainer. Yeah, that's right. Biuma is a fallen angel, but is she really someone who would really kill for no reason? So what does a fallen angel like you want? She sneers when I said that to her. I don't want a filthy low-class devil like you talking to me. She stares at me as if she is looking at something very disgusting, but I know that wasn't true. That girl. Asia, is our personal belonging. Can I have her back? Asia, you know it's useless to run away. Run? What does she mean? No. I don't want to return to that church. I don't want to return to the people who kill other people. Also, Yunki, what he did to me, Rainer-sama, you know that. Asia replies back with disgust. What happened? What happened inside that church? I felt the amount of built-up rage coursing through my veins. Please don't say that, Asia. Your sacred gear is essential for our plan. So please come back with me. I also took the time to look for you. Don't make trouble for me. Rainer approaches us. Asia hides behind me. Her body is shaking with fear. I take a step forward to protect her. Wait. Can't you see she doesn't want to? Rainer, right, what are you going to do with her after taking her back? I know for some reason you don't want her to get hurt, right? She stopped when she heard that, looking at me, and then glared. Low-class devil, don't call me by my name. My name will get filthy. What's between us doesn't have anything to do with you. If you don't go back to your master's place quickly, you will die, you know. Rainer quivered a bit and gathered light in her hand. Is it the spear? Issei was literally killed twice because of it. I need to make the first move. Let's see if this works. Sacred gear. When I shouted towards the sky loudly, lights cover my left arm and forms into a red gauntlet. Alright, so far so good. Seeing my sacred gear, Rainer shows a shocked expression for a moment and then starts to laugh. I was told that your sacred gear was a dangerous one before from the higher-ups, but it looks like they were totally wrong. She started to laugh as if she found it amusing, but I know it was fake. She's pretending to laugh. Then pray tell what's so funny? Your sacred gear is one of the common ones. It's called the twice critical dot. It doubles the power of the possessor for a temporary time, but having you double your power is not a threat to me. Truly, a fitting object for a low-class devil like you. The ability that doubles the possessor's power. So that's the power of my sacred gear. And she said it's one of the common. But I couldn't care less and that's good enough for now. I need to shake Rainer off somehow and run away with Asia. But where to? The school is a big no-no, I can't cause trouble for Butchu and others. My house. Nope, I want Lee Ho to explain it to my parents. Damn it. Even though I'm her friend, I don't know where to take Asia. Why do I always get into this mess? Sacred gear activate, you can double my power, right, then activate. Then the jewel on the gauntlet starts to glow. Boost. The sound is made. Next moment, I felt power flowing into me. Is this what it means to double my powers? I took a deep breath and looked at Rainer who her speared me, but I let it stab me, and this made Rainer step back a bit, but composed herself just slightly. Even if your power is doubled, you can't even evade this small spear I made. Even if the power of one is doubled, it's only two. You can't narrow the power gap between us. Do you understand now, low-class devil kun? I took a knee and only smiled. I know this is bad. Light is poisonous. It's poisonous for a devil. And I was hit in my stomach, but seeing how Rainer was just looking at me, it seems I know what I need to do next. But I prepared myself for the intense pain which will be followed by certain death, but I don't feel any pain at all. That's because a green light is enveloping around my body. When I look, Asia was healing my wound. She was putting her hand on my stomach and is healing my wound for me. The spear of light gradually gets smaller and it eventually disappears. I don't feel even the slightest pain. Instead, I can feel Asia's warmth. Asia. If you don't want the devil to be killed, come with me. Your sacred gear is essential for our plan. Your power, the Twilight Healing, is a rare sacred gear unlike the sacred gear of the devil over there. If you don't come with me, I will have to kill the devil. Rainer gives a cruel order. I slowly got up and started to walk towards her. Izuku, you don't mean that, do you? Just like how you didn't mean to kill me on our date. She simply wanted to leave, but her body couldn't move, so once I got in close to her. Izuku, you could have killed me, but that spear only grazed me. Rainer, what exactly do you want? Before she can say anything, my body moved her out of the way, making me get almost hit with another spear of light. My, this is unfortunate. Rainer, I didn't know you had feelings for a devil. That voice from Issei's memories, that same bucking voice. I looked to see who it was. Rainer can only be scared at him. Rainer D. Donaseek. So that's the douchebag's name. Donaseek looked st my direction and simply smiled at me, which pissed me off that I activated OFA at 5%. Donaseek, Dorn, waste your breath if you don't want get stabbed again. Brat. Rainer, get the girl so we can finish our plan. Rainer can only listen and grabbed Asia, who accepted her fate, but to me, I couldn't let that happen. But I had avoid spears of light from the Dechenizal, making me step back even more. Asia. I-san. Thank you for today. It was really fun. She makes a big smile. Good girl, Asia. That's it. Problem solved. With today's ritual, you will be freed from your suffering, Donaseek said with glee. Rainer put on a sad smile towards me, making me widen my eyes. I then shot towards Asia. Asia, wait, we're friends, aren't we? Yes. Thank you for being friends with someone like me. I promise to protect Asia. I have to protect Asia. She turns around, but she is still smiling at me. I become fascinated with her smile for a moment. Goodbye, she says her farewell. Rainer covers Asia with her black wings, and the same went with Donaseek. Donaseek. Low-class devil, looks like you were saved because of this girl. If you get in our way again, we will definitely kill you. Farewell, brat. The fallen angel who sneers at me flew up high and disappeared, while Rainer let out a few tears while holding Asia. Rainer, I'm sorry, Issei-kun, I just hope you can forgive me. They disappear into the sky. The only thing left is me, Black Feathers, and Ratch-kun that Asia had left behind. I couldn't do anything. I will protect Asia. What a laugh. I got on my knees and started punching the ground. I bite my teeth hard and I cry out with frustration. Damn it, something happened, damn it, and it's reaching closer. It. One of my quirk of my past predecessors, Black Whip, activated, but I didn't care that it was lashing out until I calmed down, letting Black Whip flow around me. Asia. I cry out the name of my friend towards the sky. There's no reply. For the first time in my new life, I cursed myself for being this weak. With one of my quirks appearing, I don't know how long I can hold my anger for those bastards. Chapter 16. Izuku's paw. Slap. The sound echoes in the club room. The sound came from my cheek. I was slapped. But you slapped me on my cheek. And she has a serious expression. How many times do I have to repeat myself? No is no. I can't allow you to save that sister. I visited the school after I couldn't save Asia and reported the story to Butchu. Even after I reported what happened, I proposed to go to that church. Obviously, to save Asia. But Butchu on the other hand said that she wouldn't get involved in this matter. I wasn't able to agree with her decision, so I tried to convince her, even though I knew it was rude. That's why she slapped me. The first slap I ever received in my life hurts more than I thought. Especially my heart hurts. I have been continuing to betray Butchu, who holds high expectations for me. But still, there are things that I can't give up on. Then I will go by myself. I'm worried about the ritual thing. The fallen angels are doing something from behind the scenes. There's no guarantee of Asia's safety. Are you really that stupid? You will definitely be killed if you go. You won't be able to come back to life anymore. Do you understand? Butchu tries to talk calmly, but she is talking to me as if she is warning me. Your actions will affect not only me, but also the other members. You are a devil of the Gremory group, you need to be aware of that. I couldn't take it anymore that my quirk was sparking lighting arcs and not only had, but my anger was fueling up Blackwhip. Then let me out of this group. I'll go there as an individual. I can't do that, why don't you understand? I think it's the first time I've seen her this enraged. I may have been causing a lot of trouble for Butchu. But there are things that I can't back down from. I became friends with Asia Argento. Asia is my important friend. I won't abandon my friend, I just can't. That's a wonderful thing. I think it's amazing if you can say that face to face. But that is different than what we are talking about now. The relationship between a devil and a fallen angel is not as simple as you think. The two sides have been glaring at each other for hundreds and thousands of years. If you show them a single gap of weakness, they will come and kill us. They are our enemy. Wasn't blowing away the enemy the Gremory's way of doing things? We glare at each other. I didn't back off. I looked straight into her eyes. That girl was originally from God's side. She is a person that we cannot ever coexist with. Even if she went with the fallen angels, it doesn't change the fact that she is still the enemy of us devils. Asia isn't our enemy. I denied it strongly. A kind girl like her can't be our enemy. Even if she isn't, she has nothing to do with us. Ice, you have to forget about her. My anger was valued to reach its peak, even if she says it like that, there's no way I can forget about her. Then Akeno-san comes and whispers into Butchu's ear. What is it? Did something happen? Akeno-san also has a serious expression. But it looks like it isn't because of Butchu and my discussion. Butchu, who is listening to Akeno-san, makes a serious face. Just as I thought, something definitely happened. Butchu looks at me and then looks at the remaining members. I've got an urgent thing to do now. Akeno and I will go out for a bit. But no, Butchu, I haven't finished talking. Butchu put her index finger on my lips, putting me on silence. Ice, there are a couple of things I need to tell you. First one. You think that a pawn is a weak piece, right? Am I right? I simply told her no to her question, and she wanted no. The only thing I said was even a pawn can take down a king. She simply gave me a small smile. I see, well then a pawn has a special ability that no other pieces have. That ability is the promotion. Promotion. Changing their role in the game. Just like the actual chess game, pawn can change into other classes if they reach the opponent's base. They are able to promote to any other piece besides the king piece. Ice, when you step foot in the location I acknowledge as enemy's base, you are able to change into any piece besides the king. So I can promote to Kiba's knight class, Kaneko's rook class, and also even Akeno-san's queen class. Since it hasn't been that long since you became a devil, there are restrictions, so it's probably still impossible for you to be promoted to the ultimate piece, a queen. But you could change to other classes. If you wish strongly for promotion within your heart, then there will be a change in your ability. This information will easily help me if I think about the possibilities. Also, one more thing. It's about the sacred gear. When you use your sacred gear, just remember this. Butchu starts to stroke my cheek with her hand. Desire. Sacred gear is driven with the power of desire. And it also determines the power for it as well. Even though you are a devil, your will to desire hasn't been lost. The stronger you desire, the stronger your sacred gear will respond to you. Desire. The power of desire will activate the sacred gear. So if I strongly wish for it, this will activate. I already know what my desire was a long time ago, and it hasn't changed. After saying that, she teleports to some other place through the magic circle along with Akeno-san. The only ones left are me, Kiba, and Kaneko-chan. After I take a deep breath, calming down my nerves and my quirks for a bit, I was already determined to go and was about to leave. Haidu-kun, Kiba calls me. Are you going? Yeah, I am. I have to go. Asia is my friend after all. I'm the one who has to save her. You will get killed. Even if you have the sacred gear, and even if you use promotion, you can't take down a group of exorcists and fallen angels by yourself. Logical answer, goddammit, hearing anything that deals with logical hearing is always sensei. I already know that. I'm very aware of that. Even so, I'm going. Even if I die, I will set Asia free. Izuku, but not only her Rainer. The determination, that's what I would like to say, but it's still reckless. Then what am I supposed to do? I shouted at him, but he says it straight at me. I'm going to. Wow. I lost my words after hearing something unexpected. Of course. I just heard something that I wasn't expecting. I don't know much about Asia-san, but you are my comrade. Even though Butchu said that, there's a part of me that respects your decision. Also, I personally don't like fallen angels and priests. I detest them. This guy probably has some kind of past as well. But to hear the word comrade from him, remember what Butchu said. When you step foot in the location I acknowledge as enemy's base, you are able to change into any piece besides the king. So isn't she indirectly telling us that I acknowledge that the church is the location where the enemy of Ria's Gremory is? I nodded, understanding what he meant when Butchu informed me about promotion. Butchu indirectly approved you to go. Of course, I think she also means that I should support you as well. Butchu may have some kind of plan. If not, she would have stopped you by locking you up somewhere. Dibba laughs. Butchu, thank you very much. I have witnessed how gracious Butchu is once again and thanked her from the bottom of my heart. If I come back safely, I will work harder. I'm thanking Butchu, who isn't here, silently, and a small build girl approaches me. I'm going as well. Wah, you too, Kaneko. I feel uneasy for only having you two go. I smiled at her, feeling thankful. Thanks for coming along with us, Kaneko. But I'm going as well. Dibba puts on a sad smile. I gave him a smile and thanked him. Alright, with this it's possible we can do it. Then let's go for a rescue mission with the three of us. Wait for us, Asia. Like this, the three of us headed towards the church. My mind setting up a plan to make sure nothing bad happens. Izuku. I just hope Ofa doesn't start getting glitchy on me. Chapter 17. Izuku's POV. The sky was already dark and it's already time for the street lamps to be on. The three of us, Kiba, Kaneko, and I, were examining the church from a place where we can see it. There is no one entering or exiting the church. But the closer we got to the church, the stronger I started to have a bad feeling. I'm sweating from all over my body. I just hope I don't get pissed off even more, otherwise there's no telling how Black Whip is going to react. When I ask Kiba, he says that, from this presence, it's certain that there is a fallen angel inside. So the enemy's boss is inside. Here, look at this map. Kiba spread out the map of the building on the road. The map of the church. Where did he get it from? Well, it's basic when you are going into the enemy's territory. Dibba said while I smiled at him. He made a good point. Besides the sanctuary, there is also a dormitory. The sanctuary looks suspicious. Dibba points at the sanctuary. So we can ignore the dormitory then? Most likely. Most stray exorcist groups usually make some alteration to the sanctuary. They usually perform suspicious rituals under the sanctuary. Why? I told him I doubt. Kiba makes a bitter smile. It's the place they used to respect as a holy place, and by doing something that rejects God there, it makes them satisfied because it's an insult to God. Because they loved God, because they were rejected by God, they purposely cast evil spells under the sanctuary as a representation for their hatred. They are insane. No, even the God who cast away his faithful believers is at fault. Right now I hate God because of the incident with Asia. That's why I think that way. When I thought about it, Asia was almost similar to Shiozaki. Both believed and worshipped him. It would have been nice to see those two as friends, but I shook that thought for another time. The sanctuary is located right behind the entrance. I think we can go straight in. The problem is to find the door to the basement once we get in the sanctuary, and also if we can defeat the assassins waiting for us. Assassins? When I heard that word, I start to have a bad premonition. We look at each other in front of the church while the moonlight lit our face, and then we nod to each other. We are set. Now we only have to enter. Wait for me, Asia. We passed through the entrance and went straight for the sanctuary. The fallen angels will have noticed our intrusion by this point. So the enemy knows that we have entered their territory. There's no going back. The only thing left is to head straight in. We opened the door and stepped inside the sanctuary. There is an altar and long chairs. It looks like an ordinary sanctuary. The candle lights and the interior lamps lit the sanctuary. Oh, there is something that didn't seem normal. A statue of the person on the cross. It has its head destroyed. What a creepy sight. Clap, 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 clap. Then a clap echoes through the sanctuary. Someone who looks like a priest shows up from behind the pillar. Seeing his face, I become disgusted and enraged. Meeting it's a reunion so emotional. It's that white-haired shitty priest. I think his name is Freed. It's him. So he's the so-called assassin, huh? He sure has a weird smile like always. Well, I never met the same devil twice before, you know. Since I'm super strong, I cut devils into pieces when I first meet them. Once I see them, I cut them up on the spot. I then kiss the corpse and say goodbye. That's how I used to live, but since you guys ruined my style, I'm so lost. That's no good. It's not good to interfere with my lifestyle. That's why you guys piss me off. I hope you guys will die. Actually die, you trashy devils. After showing his joy and sadness, he is in a rage now. He takes out the gun and handle only sword from before. Boom. The blade of light appears. It will be a troublesome to get cut by that sword. That gun is also troublesome. But it's different from before. It's 3 against 1 now. You guys came to rescue Asia Tan, right? Haha, devil samas are big-hearted for coming to rescue a bitch like that who would even heal devils. Well, just being entranced to a devil should make that sister die. Die? What does he mean by that? Where the hell is Asia? Well, there is a hidden stairs under that altar. From there you can go to the place where they are doing the ritual. That guy spilled out the location of the hidden basement by pointing at the altar. Does he even know that he has to stop us? Or did he spill it out because he's confident that he can kill us and it will solve the problem. Sweet Satan, he sounds like Shigaraki when we first met at USJ. I then summoned out my arm and shouted, "Sacred gear." Synchronized with my shout, a red gauntlet appears on my left arm. Equipping the sacred gear, completed. Okay. Kiba draw his sword from the sheath and Kaneko-chan. I'm so shocked that my eyes are about to pop out. Izuku Sweet Satan. Bigogo. Kaneko-chan is lifting up the pews that are several times bigger than her. That smashed. Kaneko-chan throws the pews at the priest. That was totally an unexpected method of attack. Wow, yeah. The priest did a small dance and cut the chair in half with his blade of light. The chair that is cut in half hits the ground. There, swift. When I thought Kiba went ahead, he has already disappeared. He's so fast that I can't see him. Giant. There were sparks between Kiba's sword and the priest's blade of light. So it's solid despite being made from light, huh? After all, even if Kiba slashes straight at him, I can hear the sound of two metals colliding against each other. I'm such a pain. Why are you guys so noisy? I'm super very bad. I'm sorry for talking in a death language. Forgive me after you die. Kiba dodges the soundless bullets with his legs. He is proud of while continuing to attack his enemy. Kiba, who is dodging all of the priest's attack, is amazing. But the priest is also something because he can fight on par with a devil. Man, he stopped Kiba's slash again. I can't catch Kiba's movements with my eyes. No way on hell. Am I implanting OFA to my eyes? I'm not going blind, but the priest can't see his movements. So that shitty priest is not an opponent that I can take on by myself. Kiba and the priest then start to battle head on. Both of them are glaring at each other. Impressive. You are quite strong. Haha, you 2A knight. Huh, not even a single blind spot. This is great. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Lately, I haven't had an awesome battle like this. I was about to cry because of it. I'm going to kill you. Then maybe I should also fight seriously for a bit then. Kiba is going to fight seriously. What is he going to do? Beat this? Low-pitched voice. I can't believe it's Kiba's voice because it has some intensity in it. Then, some black stuff comes out of Kiba's sword. It starts to cover the whole sword. Darkness. If I have to describe it, that will be it. The darkness covers the sword. No, it's more like the darkness is shaping into Kiba's sword. The darkness sword that is clashing against the priest's blade of light starts to expand and is devouring the blade of light. Blah, what the hell is this? The priest seems confused. Holy Eraser, a darkness sword that devours light. Why, you are also a sacred gear possessor. Sacred gear Kiba too. I wonder how many swords he can produce. The possibilities. I need a notebook to write these down. The priest's blade of light is completely devoured by Kiba's sword and it can't maintain its shape after having the lights devoured. Now this is my chance. I went straight at him and activated OFA. Sacred gear activate. Boost. A sound comes out from the jewel, a sound that was almost familiar to me, and the power flows into my body. Plus with OFA, I felt even more stronger and seriously pissed. My target is the shitty priest. The priest becomes aware of me. I'm keep on telling you, you are annoying. He points his gun that is loaded with bullets of light at me. The bullet is shot without making any sound. Here. Promotion. Rook. Bastion. The bullet of light didn't pierce through me and instead returns to nothing. Promotion a pawn. The priest seems to be in shock. Yeah, I'm a pawn, the pawn who is going to bash you, you son of a bitch. The traits of a rook: unreal defense, and my left fist hit the priest's face. That's what I thought, but I felt something hard on my fist. Izuku Smayash. Even so, I punched as hard as I can. The priest gets pushed far back. Ridiculous attack strength. I laugh while breathing hard. That's for hitting Asia that time. I feel relieved that I hit you once, but that's not enough pain, you sick buck. The priest is on the ground, but gets up slowly and spits his blood onto the ground. His right cheek was swollen. Just that, huh? I promoted to Rook, but looks like I still don't have Kaneko-chan's attacking power, or maybe I went easy on him. No, if I look carefully, his handle-only sword is smashed up. Did he use that as a shield just before getting punched by me? So that's the hard thing I felt. He has a fast reaction. Oh man, not only I got punched by a trashy devil, but he's saying some weird crap to me. Don't buck with me. The priest makes a howl. Don't buck with me, Yushii. A mere devil shouldn't act cocky with me. I'll kill you, definitely, I'll definitely kill you. I'm going to cut you into pieces, Yushii. The priest takes out his second sword, which only has its handle. He still has it. How many does he have? But the three of us, me, Kiba and Kaneko-chan, surround the priest. The priest notices it and he looks around. He begins to smirk. Wow. Is this what you call a crisis? For me, getting killed by a devil is a no-no, so I feel like retreating. It's a shame that I can't exercise, you guys, but I also don't want to die. The priest takes out something round and smashes it onto the floor. I was about to attack him again and used my legs this time. Izuku don't even think about it, but when I attacked, the light hit instantly, making our eyes are blinded. Shit, a smoke screen. When my eyes healed, I looked around, but the priest is gone. Then the priest's voice comes from somewhere. Hey. The grunt devil over there, Ice-kun, was it? To tell you the truth, I have fallen in love with you. so I will definitely kill you. Definitely, okay? I won't forgive a shitty devil who punched me and gave me a lecture, okay? Then, bye-bye. When my eyes are healed completely, I looked around again, but the priest has vanished without leaving a trace. He escaped. He even left some parting words. I was thinking about it and realized that I had no time to waste on him, but Black Whip was going nuts because of my anger, but I claimed down for now. Hiba, Kaneko and I nodded each other and went towards the altar's hidden stairs. Izuku, damn it, I don't know how long I can hold in my anger, please be safe Asia, even you Rainer. Chapter 18. Izuku's Pav. The three of us walk down the staircase under the altar. It looks like the electricity works even in here. With Kiba in front of us, we walked ahead. After the stairs, there's a single passage. Sometimes there are doors in both sides of the wall. We're almost down the basement. Kaneko points to the far end by saying, possibly at the end of this passage, I can smell that person. So Asia is there and possibly Rainer and that Donaseek douch clenching my fist. Wait for me, Asia Rainer, I'll be there soon. When we went further in, a big door appears. Is that it? Possibly. I'm sure there are groups of exorcists and fallen angels inside. Are you ready? Kaneko and I nodded at Kiba. Okay. Then we'll open the door. When Kiba and I were about to open the door opens by itself. While making a large noise, the inside of the ritual place becomes visible. Welcome. Devils. A douch of a fallen angel, Donaseek, spoke from the end of the room. The room was full of priests. They all have a sword handle that makes the blade of light in their hands. I looked at the girl who is attached to the cross ahead of me, but not only her was also someone else and shout. The sire Rainer. Asia and Rainer noticed my voice and looked at me. I-san. Rainer only looked at me but looked down in shame. Yeah, I came here to save you both, you understand. I smiled at her and a tear drops from her eye. The same went to Rainer, who simply had a tired smile that she was thankful that I still cared for her. It's a touching reunion, but it's too late. The ritual is about to finish now. The ritual is finished. What does she mean? Suddenly, Asia's body starts to glow. Yeah. Asia screams. She looks very painfully. Asia. I tried to reach her, but the priests surround me. I won't let you interfere. Damn devils, I will destroy you. Move shitty priests, I don't have time to bother with you all. Ban. A big sound. When I looked, Kaneko-chan punched one of the priests away. Please don't touch me. Bibo also draw his darkness sword. Looks like I will have to go full throttle from the beginning. I hate priests. If there are this many, then I won't hold back to devour your light. Biba's eyes become sharp and I can feel chills from him. The darkness is showing a very dense killing intent. This will be an all-out war. Yeah. At the same time, a large light comes out of Asia's body. Rainer, who was unable to break from her chains, can only watch helplessly. Donaseek takes it to his hand, making a sinister grin. This is it, this is the power that I needed for so long, the sacred gear. With this, I will be truly recognized as a superior. With an expression of ecstasy, Donaseek hugs onto the light. Then the bright light envelops the ritual room. When the light stops, there is a fallen angel emitting green-colored light from his body. I finally have it, the supreme power. With this, I can become a supreme fallen angel. With this, I can pay back all those who were looking down on me. The fallen angel makes a big laugh. I didn't pay attention to him and went straight to Asia and Rainer, trying as much as I can to hold in my anger. The priests are trying to stop me, but Kiba and Kaneko-chan support me by blowing them away. Kiba's sword devours the light of the priest's sword, and Kaneko-chan hit the priests who has lost their weapon with one mighty hit. The combination of these two is remarkable, and it's obvious that it isn't the type of combination possible with a few days of practice. Thanks, you too. Asia, who is attached to the cross. She looks lifeless. No, she should still be okay. I use Black Whip to break apart the things on Rainer and ACI hands and legs. I held Asia in my arms, while Rainer can only watch. I-san. Asia, I came to take you back. Yes. Her voice was very small when she replied, and it didn't sound lively. Hey. She should still be fine, right? She won't. It's futile. Donaseek makes a smirk as if he was rejecting my thoughts. Possessors whose sacred gear is taken away from their body will die. That girl is going to die. Then give the sacred gear back. I shouted him that Black Whip was responding, and not only that, but something else about explode inside me soon without me realizing it, but he just laughs. There's no way that I will give it back. It was thanks to Rainer that you got a second chance, but it was my plan to kill. She only wanted to follow orders, but who gives a damn about that? I call the shots during this operation, and it seems it went towards my favor. It's too bad this nun had to die. I would have loved to enjoy her a bit. My quirk started to form. My mind was about to go blank and go ballistic until Haidu-kun, our formation is at a disadvantage while we are protecting that girl, so go upstairs at once. We'll make the path for you now. Hurry. Kiba says it while taking down the priests. I calmed down, but my anger was still. I looked at Rainer, who wasn't moving and just sitting down in place. He's right. There are still a great number of priests left, so there will be a limit to fighting this fallen angel here while protecting Asia. I glared at Donosik and then left the place carrying not only Asia but Rainer as well. Kaneko-chan, we will make an escape path for Haidu-kun. Affirmative. The two of them starts to take down the priests who are trying to get in my way. Thanks to their support, I'm able to get to the entrance of the ritual room right away. Kiba Kaneko-chan, you go ahead, we will handle here. Please go quickly, but just go. Damn Kiba Kaneko-chan, both of you are showing off too much. But now I will have to rely on them. My senior devils. There's no way they will die in a place like this. Kiba Kaneko-chan, when I get back, call me Ice, definitely we are comrades. That's what I said to them. It feels like the two of them smiled. I left the place and went straight to the passage at once. I went up the stairs holding Asia and Rainer and came out to the sanctuary. There's something wrong with Asia. Her face is pale. I laid her down on one of the pews. Just wait a bit, you will be free soon, Asia, you will be able to play with me from now on. Asia makes a small smile at my words. She then takes my hand. I can't feel any strength or warmth from her hand. I was happy that I had a friend even for a short while. Asia is smiling even though she is in pain. If I were to be born again, will you become my friend once more? What are you saying? Don't say that. Let's go somewhere to have fun. I will drag you, even though you don't want to. We will go to Karaoke Game Center. Let's also go bowling, also other places, also to that place in there. I can't stop my tears from coming out. I'm supposed to be talking to her with a smile, but I can't stop crying. I know it. I already know it. This girl is dying. She is going to die. Even so, I want to deny it. We are friends always, yeah, that's right, I promise you that you'll live. Please just wait a bit longer, please, you can't die on me. We will have fun together, we'll have fun until we can. If I was born in this country and went to the same school as you, let's go, come to our school. Asia's hand pats my cheek. You even cry for someone like me, now I can. Her hand that is patting my cheeks drops slowly. Thank you, those were her last words. She passed away smiling. I lost my strength. I just stood there looking at her face. My tears won't stop. Why? Why did this girl have to die? She was a good girl. She was a kind girl who would heal anyone injured. How come no one became her friend? How come I was never by her side? My past memories, it felt like back then when I couldn't save Katsuki during the summer camp, how I felt almost miserable that I couldn't save Eri when we first met, how I felt devastated that I had to leave my friends because of All for One, then my quirk suddenly deactivated on itself, my strength went down, and it felt like I couldn't do anything. I felt like I was a Deku from middle school. Damn it. Hey, God, you are there, right? God, devils and angels exist, so you do exist as well, right? God, you were watching, right? You were watching all of this, right? I shouted at the ceiling of the church. I don't know who will answer me. But I just wanted to scream towards the ceiling. Please don't take this girl away, please, I beg you. She hasn't done anything, she just wanted a friend. I will be her friend forever. So please, I want this girl to smile forever. Hey, please, God. Even though I scream towards heaven, no one answers me. Did this happen because I turned into a devil? Did you abandon her because I'm a devil and her friend? I bite my teeth with regret. I have no power. I didn't have any power at all. If I have more power as a devil, if I have the power to at least save Asia, even if I regret it now, she will never smile again. Rainer came towards me and put her hand on my shoulder. Rainer, I don't know how I can be forgiven after all I did. I'm sorry I couldn't protect her. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Say. She gave me a hug and I felt that she was pouring everything out for apologizing to me. Oh, what's this? A devil is repenting in a place like this? Or were you wishing for something? And even hugging your enemy, isn't this such a touchy thing to see? The voice I heard from behind me is that of Donosik. When I turned around, there is a fallen angel smirking at me. Look at this. This is the wound I got from the night boy while I was coming here. He then places his hand on his wound. The shallow green light starts to heal his wound. Look. Wonderful, isn't it? I can heal any kind of wound. To us fallen angels, who lost the protection of God, that child's sacred gear was a wonderful present. Hey. That light belongs to Asia. Why are you using it? Are Kiba and Kaneko-chan safe? I start to wonder. My status will rise since I will be a fallen angel that can heal fallen angels. I could be of help to the great Azazel-sama and Shimhaza-sama. There is nothing more wonderful than this. Azazel-sama, my power is all for you. Like I care. I glared at the son of a bitch. I don't care about that. Fallen angels, God, and devils, those things had nothing to do with this girl. No, it did. She was a chosen human that possessed a sacred gear. Even so, she could have lived quietly. She could have lived normally. She couldn't. Those with irregular sacred gear would be left out of the world in groups. Because they possess a powerful ability. Because they have a different power than others. You know humans hate those things, right? Even though it's a wonderful power like this. Then I would have protected Asia as her friend. It's impossible because she died. That girl is dead, you know. It's not the matter of whether you protect her or not. You couldn't protect her, you couldn't protect her back at evening, and even now you really are a weird boy. It's so amusing. I know. That's why I can't forgive you. And myself. I can't forgive everything. Myself who couldn't protect Asia. Don't seek who killed Asia. Then Butchu's words come into my mind. Desire. Sacred gear is driven with the power of desire. And it also determines the power for it as well. Give her back. Even though you are a devil, your will to desire hasn't been lost. The stronger you desire, the stronger your sacred gear will respond to you. Evasia by Iaik. Dragon Booster. The sacred gear on my left arm activates as if it responded to my shout. The jewel in the gauntlet makes a bright shine. Some mysterious mark appears on the gauntlet. At the same time, power flows into my body. From my left arm equipped with the sacred gear to my whole body. I looked towards Raynor and told her to take Asia somewhere safe until I'm done. She nodded and got Asia and flew away. OFA isn't activated, which sucks, but I've dealt being quirkless for 14 bucking years, so I don't give a shit. I went ahead while having my body overflow with power. I thrust my fist towards the fallen angel front of me who is smirking. He dodges it easily. As if he's dancing. I will explain it so even a dummy like you can understand. It's a simple power difference. I have a power of 1000. You have a power of 1. You can't shorten the gap between us no matter what. Even with the ability of that sacred gear, the power doubled is only 2. It's futile. How can you win against me? Boost. Another sound from the jewel. The mark on the jewel of the gauntlet changes from I to 2. Heartbeat. A second change happens to my body. The power something to beat down the enemy in front of me is increasing. Ooh. I went charging at her while concentrating my overflowing power to my fist. I'm already promoted to a rook. Did your power increase a bit? Still, it's not enough. My attack was about to be dodged again, but I used my momentum to kick him in the gut, making him get pushed back. He glared at me, feeling the pain from my kicks, which I grinned with a pissed off look. Next moment, lights gather to his hand and it forms into something. I put a lot of power in it. Eat this. Zuden. The spear of light pierces both my legs. It went deep into both of my thighs. Without OFA I wasn't able to dodge, and even with the defense of a rook, it wasn't able to defend against it. Why I screamed. My body goes through intense pain, but I can't get on my knees for something like this. I grab onto the spear immediately. Burns. Why the sound of my flesh burning. Hot. It's burning. Who is it? Because it's made up of light. The palm of my hand that is holding onto the spear gets burned. There are smokes coming from my hand. Also from the wounds on my thighs. It's burning my hand and legs violently. Onasik starts to laugh at me after he sees me trying to pull out the spear. A devil trying to pull that spear out is foolish to devils. Lights are intense poison. Just touching it will make you burn. That is the ultimate pain that devils can taste for a low-class devil like you. It's the guy. I made a scream which you can't describe in words, but I tried to pull out the spear of light slowly by gripping strongly onto it. The intense pain caused by the spear that is piercing my legs. The intense pain that is inflicted on me by the power of light. Those things are causing me so much pain. I'm about to lose consciousness because of it. It feels like I will die if I don't bite my teeth hard. So what about it? What about it? That girl, this is nothing compared to what Asia went through. I pull out the spear slowly while my tears and drool comes out of my face. It hurts. It hurts, damn it. But what about this? Zuru. The spear is being drawn out from my legs while making horrible noise. When I got the spear out from both my legs, I dropped it from my hand and it disappears before hitting the ground. Splash. After losing the thing that was blocking the holes on my legs, blood starts to flow out from the wounds. Even though I took out the spear, the pain still remains. Boost. Even if I was pierced by the spear and stopped my attack, the gauntlet on my left arm continues to make a sound. It hurts. It really hurts. I'm crying a lot and I have so much drool coming out from my mouth. Slip. I slipped onto my butt after I lost some strength in me. I don't have the strength to stand up. Shit, I don't have any strength in my legs. No, I don't have any strength left in my whole body. Am I in a bad condition? Quite remarkable. A low-class devil pulling out the spear of light made by a fallen angel. But it's futile. My light isn't flashy, but has a high killing ability against devils. The density of the light is strong. So strong that it is used as the blade of light priests uses. Getting hurt even once will be hard to heal, even for a middle-class devil. For a low-class devil like you, this is the limit. Fufu, you can't look down on the damage caused by the power of light, you know. Especially my light. Like always, he was talking long about something important. The light circulates around your body and cause damages to your whole body. If you are late at healing it, you will die. No, normally it won't be weird to die with that damage. You really have a strong build, don't you? Is that right? So for a trash like me who just became a devil, this wound is lethal, huh? Just like I thought. I can feel pain even from inside my body. It's not the pain of getting hit but something worse. It feels as if my muscles and bones are melting because of the heat. The pain is transmitted directly by my nerves, so letting my guard down even once will feel like it's going to screw my head. I will probably die if I don't get healed soon. But I can't just sit here. But I don't have any strength in my legs. Damn. Is this the end for me? Then I thought about Asia, her smiling at me with that innocent smile. So it's not a problem anymore. See, look. I'm going to ease some of the regrets you have left, Asia. At times like this, are we supposed to pray to God? Suddenly that slipped out of my mouth without realizing it. Donasik seems puzzled. But I continue to talk. But God is no good. He didn't listen to me before, and he didn't even help a good girl like Asia at all. Hahaha, such a useless God. I wonder what you are trying to say. Did you finally break? Then, him. Mayu-sama, will you listen to my wish? You exist, right? Are you listening? I'm also a devil, so will you listen to my wish? He's totally lost it. This boy is talking to himself in a place like this. I'm going to bash this shitty fallen angel in front of me, so please make sure no one interferes. I seriously don't want anyone to interfere. I also don't need any backup. I will do it myself. And my legs are fine as well. I will get up on my own. So make it a one-on-one fight. It's a good situation. My anger is so high that I think I can handle this pain. Just one hit is enough. Please let me hit him. My legs can move. I have already lost the sensation in my legs. Just moving it by a millimeter gives me intense pain. But it can still move. My butt leaves the floor. My body hasn't stopped shaking. Even so, my body gets up slowly. It hurts. My whole body hurts. But I can move. I can still move. I just have to endure it until I hit him once. My anger, my rage, everything that's making my blood boil, that it rekindled my quirk. I impossible, your body isn't in a condition to move because of the damage of light. I approached him slowly, who has a shocked look on his face. And I stood up. Right in front of his eyes. With my feet shaking and lots of blood flowing out of me. There's no way you can stand. A low-class devil shouldn't be able to stand up with those wounds. The lights are burning your insides from within your body. A low-class devil who doesn't have the demonic power to ease the effect of light shouldn't be able to endure it. Yeah, it hurts. It really hurts. I'm even close to losing my consciousness. But you know, my hatred towards you is so great that I can endure this. I glared straight at my opponent without even blinking. My next hit will be my last blow. If I use it, I will fall down. That's why I have to finish it with my next hit. I can't look away from my target. Hey, Sacred Gear. You still have the power to punch this thing in front of me, right? Then let's finish it. Explosion. Izuku Ofa, full cowling. The sound from the jewel made just now sounded especially strong, plus with my quirk activated. The jewel shines even brighter. Such a bright light. It's dazzling, along with my lighting arcs forming around me. But unlike the light of a fallen angel, this light didn't give damage to me, but instead it gives me peace. Just getting touched by this light feels like I am overflowing with power. It's similar to the light of heal that belongs to Asia. So there is a light that doesn't cause harm to devils. I take a step forward. The blood splashes onto the ground from my wounds. I also cough some blood. Looks like I'm in a critical condition. There is no stopping to the pain I'm feeling right now. It even reaches up to my brain. But it's okay. I can still move. Even now, my gauntlet is flowing power into me. The power I'm receiving from this gauntlet is insane. I somehow know. It's possibly because I'm the Sacred Gear possessor. This power won't last forever, that I'm sure of. This power is just a one-time only until I can figure out more about it. If I use it against my enemy even once, then it will end there. Even though the Sacred Gear isn't telling me verbally, it's telling me physically. I made a posture to punch. I have no experience in fighting. But it will be okay if I hit him once. My target is the shitty fallen angel that is in front of me. I'm definitely going to hit him. I'm absolutely not going to miss it. Impossible. What is this? Why is something like this happening? Isn't that Sacred Gear supposed to be the twice critical, which doubles the power of the possessor? It can't be. It's not possible. Why has your power surpassed mine? This wave of demonic power I'm feeling is that of a middle class, no, that of a high class devil. My power is that of a high class devil. Is it because of my Sacred Gear? Hey, weren't you supposed to be a Sacred Gear that just doubles my power? But you is the only high-class devil I met, so it means that I'm currently about the same strength as her. No, I'll think about that later. Lies, this is all lies. I am the fallen angel that has attained the ultimate healing power. I turned into a superior being. By obtaining this twilight healing, I received the right to be loved by Azazel-sama and Shimhaza-sama. I wouldn't lose to some low-life like you. He once again has a spear of light in both her hands. Yoon. I hit it to the side with my fist. The spears of light disappeared easily. Seeing me hit away his spears with ease, Donasik's face gets even paler. And no, he starts flapping his black wings and was about to fly away. Oh hell no, no way in hell are you getting me that easily, bitch. Tap. I went up to him at the same time he's about to fly, and I grabbed his arm. With my power at 10% with my speed. A speed that even the fallen angel can't react to. The arm I'm holding onto feels unreliable, and it's so small that he looks weak. I pulled his arm towards me. I definitely won't let him go, not before I beat him up. I won't let you get away, fool. I'm superior. Blow away, you shitty angel. Damn you, low-class devil. The gauntlet released all of its energy. All the strength gathered in my left arm, and I concentrated them on my fist and a concentrated OFA to my arm to increase my power up 20%. I used that fist to punch straight and accurately at the face of the enemy I detest. Izuku demonic Smaias. Hit. The hard sound echoes. My fist dug into his face, and I pushed my fist even further. Donosik went flying backwards with my punch. Bashayan. The fallen angel crashes into the wall while making a very loud noise. The wall broke and there is a big hole in the wall. Dust starts to spread everywhere. When the dust disappears, there is nothing left in the direction I punched Danasek towards. The hole continues till outside of the building where Donosik is on the ground. He isn't moving. I can't tell if he's dead, but he won't be able to move for a while. I'd finally paid him back. Serves you right. I'm smiling from the bottom of my heart. That's my true feeling. That punch felt so good. But soon, tears are falling from my eyes. Asia, she won't smile ever again. With my quirk power off, I looked at my left hand. Izuku, you are something else. Chapter 19. Izuku's POV. After punching the fallen angel, I was about to fall down after using my whole power. Done. Something supports me from my shoulder. When I looked, it's Kiba. Good work. You actually beat a fallen angel. He's carrying my shoulder with a smile and is supporting me. What the even Kiba is torn. Yo, you are late, Casanova. Fufufu, but you told me not to interfere. But you did. That's right. I believed that you were able to beat the fallen angel Donosik. When I turned around to the direction where the voice came from, Ria's Butchu is walking towards me smiling while wavering her crimson hair. Butchu? Where did you come from? From the basement. I finished my business, so I used the magic circle to come here. It was my first time transporting to a church, so I was nervous. Butchu makes a sigh while talking to me. I see. So that's why she came from downstairs with Kiba and the others. Then all of the exorcists are annihilated. Since they had Butchu as their opponent, they had no chance of winning. Then Kaneko-chan walks past me. Where is she going? Butchu stands front of me. Looks like you won safely. Butchu, hahaha, I won somehow. Fufufu, excellent. Just what I expected from my servant. She taps on my nose. Ara. The church is in a mess. Butchu, is it alright? Bakeno-san has a troubled face. Is something wrong? I ask Butchu timidly. Churches belong to God or religions related to him, but there are cases like this where it is used by fallen angels. In cases like this, if we devils damage the church, there will be times when we get targeted by assassins. For revenge and payback. Seriously? But it won't happen this time. Why is that? This church was originally an abandoned one. So a certain group of fallen angels had come here to use it for their own greed, and we just happened to have a fight in a place like that. So we didn't step foot on the enemy's actual territory to have war. So it's just a small fight between a devil and a fallen angel. This happens every time. That's what happened, I see. So it's a matter of fact of how you sum it up. Butchu? I've brought it. The one who appeared while making a sound of dragging something is Kaneko-chan. She appeared from the broken wall, and what she is dragging is a Blackwing, fallen angel douchebag. So Kaneko-chan is dragging the unconscious Donosik whom I had punched away. But she said she brought it. She uses unique words for a small girl. Thank you, Kaneko. Now then, let's wake him up. Akeno. Yes. Bakeno-san lifts her hand up. Then water appears up in the air. Is that the power of a devil? Bakeno-san splashes the water created in the air on Donosik. Splash. He then coughs after the splash. The fallen angel wakes up and opens his eyes slowly. Butchu looks down on him. How are you doing, fallen angel Donosik? The daughter of the Gremory clan. Hello, my name is Rias Gremory. I'm the next heir of the house of Gremory. It will be for a short while, but nice to have your acquaintance. Butchu greets her with a smile, but he just glares at her. Then he sneers. You think you've got me, but too bad. This plan was kept secret from the higher-ups, but there are other fallen angels with me. If I get in danger, they won't come to help. Butchu says it clearly to reject his words. That's because I've had a little talk with them, and they willingly told us what your little plan was. Fallen Angel Kalawana and Fallen Angel Middle were really helpful when Fallen Angel Rainer told them they don't have to fight. Lies. He rejects what Butchu said while sitting up straight. Butchu simply moved out of the way to show him the three Fallens looking at him with anger in their eyes. Will Rainer held Asia's body protectively. Anasakin only looked at them in shock. Seeing that, his expression darkens. Looks like Butchu is speaking the truth. When I met you Fallen Angel Donosik who attacked Ice before, I predicted that there were a few fallen angels plotting something in this town. I ignored it because I thought it was a plan that involves the whole fallen angel. Even I'm not foolish enough to take on all of the fallen angels. Then I heard that the fallen angels were moving around secretively, so I went to talk to them, taking Akeno with me. When I met them in person, they blurted that it was your plan that you will likely betray them when they help you, so that you would get promoted to a higher status. Low life that move around secretively for their purpose, usually brag about their plots however, even though they're Folins they were well aware about your betrayal towards them. Butchu smirks. Donsik can only just bite his teeth with frustration. You look down on us because you thought a few devils won't do so much a single scratch on you, but it seems you were wrong and underestimated my servants now since they were willing to reveal your pathetic plot, I decided to let them live seeing as how they didn't want to fight at all. So that's why. The thing Butchu needed to take care of was that. I'm glad Raynor told her friends about to not fight. I'm glad for that. Butchu, she was thinking about this whole incident as well. Without knowing it, I said so much bad things about her. Damn it. I'm so emotional that I feel like crying. She didn't get the chance to use her power, but getting hit by a single shot won't even leave a trace. The princess of the Duke who has the power of destruction. Butchu is a powerful devil who is called a genius among the group of young devils after all. Dibba makes a comment to praise his master. She is also called the crimson-haired ruined princess, you know. The Keno-san says it while smiling. Our ruined princess, what a scary nickname. So that makes me part of the ruined princesses group. Terrifying. Butchu looks at my left arm. I think she's looking at my gauntlet. Red dragon. Until recently there wasn't a mark like this I see, so that's what it is. Is it me or does Butchu's eyes look like as if she's a bit shocked? I found out the main reason why Ice was able to beat a fallen angel. Butchu says it quietly. Fallen angel Donsik. This boy, Haidu Issei's sacred gear isn't a regular sacred gear. That's why you lost. Donsik who has a puzzled face after hearing Butchu. Boosted gear, a sacred gear that is said to be the rarest of the rare. The red dragon mark on the gauntlet is the evidence. Even you have heard of that name before, right? After listening to Butchu, Donsik puts on a very shocked expression, and not only him but the other Fallens as well had shocked looks from they were hearing. The boosted gear one of the Longinus, even though it's for a temporarily time, it said that it has the power to surpass mass and God. Are you telling me that hateful power is possessed in a boy like this? If it's just like the legend is told, then the ability of the boosted gear can double the power of the possessor every 10 seconds. Even if his power starts from 1, it doubles his power every 10 seconds, and it can reach the power of the leader-class fallen angels and high-class devils. And by mastering it, he could even kill God. Are you serious, Butchu? So that's the power of my sacred gear. There is a mark of a red dragon carved into my gauntlet. So the reason why it kept on saying boost is because it was doubling my power. So that's why my power kept on increasing inside me. So the reason why Donsik was scared of me is because I had attained a power that surpasses him without realizing it. What a powerful sacred gear. I looked at the sacred gear on my left arm fearfully, but I was also intrigued. Boosted gear. My sacred gear. This is an incredible sacred gear. Does this mean I can leave the legend as a devil? Wait, how much stronger I can be if by chance I use Opha at its maximum, plus the boosted gear. I need a notebook for this. Well, no matter how powerful it is, sacred gear which needs time has a big risk. There aren't any enemies that would wait for the user to get stronger. Since the opponent was taking it lightly, this was the outcome. Ugh. Butchu nails it. Certainly, there aren't that many enemies that will wait for me to get powered up. I've dealt with foes who wouldn't wait on me getting much powerful. So my sacred gear is powerful, but it has many weaknesses. Butchu approaches me. I can smell something nice from her crimson hair. Pat. Butchu starts to pat my head. But it's interesting. Just to be expected from my servant Kun. Just like I thought, Ice is an interesting boy. I'm going to adore you even more. Butchu smiles at me. It's a nice smile, but it looks a bit scary. Butchu, what is it? Butchu is smiling. I bow my head down because I feel guilty. I'm sorry. When I said I was going to save Asia, I said rude stuff to you because you wouldn't help, but you were helping us behind the scene and I just want to apologize. I thought that Butchu was a cold-hearted devil. So I kept on being rude to her. So I needed to say how sorry I am. But Butchu is still patting my head. I was crying without noticing it. Yes, I wasn't able to accomplish my goal. Butchu, I couldn't protect Asia. You don't have to cry. Seeing you right now, there is no one that will blame you. Butchu wipes my tears with her fingers. It's okay. You just weren't experienced as a devil yet. That's all to it. Become strong. I'm going to make you work hard from now on, so be prepared. My pawn, Ice. Yes, I will work hard. I will definitely become stronger. I promise. Now then, I'll finish my last work. Butchu's eyes become sharp and it looks ruthless. Butchu got close to Donsik. The fallen angel becomes scared. I will have you disappear, fallen angel-san. It's a cold tone. It's filled with killing intent. Of course, I will retrieve that sacred gear back as well. Why, you can't be serious. This healing power is for Azazel-sama and Shimhaza-sama. To live your life for love is beautiful. But you are too tainted with dirt. You have no elegance. And I don't allow that. Butchu aims her hand towards him. Looks like A will kill him in one blow. Me, here. Then, a shadow appears from behind the broken wall. The priest freed Zelzin. It's that shitty priest, he came back despite running away once. Wow, my superior is in serious danger, so what's going to happen now? Donasek screams at the appearance of the priest. Save me, if you save me, I will give you a reward or anything you want. Fried makes a sadistic smile. I received a wonderful order from an angel Sama. So I can have hex with you? To me, having hex with an angel Sama is like the best honor, and it will become a good social status for me. Goody, don't fool around and save me. The fallen angel's expression is filled with anger. It also seems like he's in a rush. No, he is in a rush. He probably thinks that a mere human won't betray me. You know that I'm actually serious. I mean, something simple like that should be alright, isn't it, Angel Sama? So it's a no. Is that so? Then I will take my leave now. No matter how you look at it, I'm at a disadvantage, so I will just take off. Fried says it in a funny tone while curling his body. Why, you are a priest, aren't you? You are supposed to save me. I'm an almighty fallen angel. I don't need a superior who loses to trashy devils. You lack plans and you are hard-headed. The only thing you are useful for is just being pegged. So just die away already. Well, a fallen angel who is abandoned by God won't go to either heaven or hell, but goes back to nothing. Maybe the experience of turning into nothing will be helpful. That's impossible. Since there will be nothing left. It's impossible. So Namusan. Wait, that's Buddhism. I'm a former Christian. I'm such a naughty boy. After saying that, he moves his side elsewhere, as if he has lost interest towards the douche. But that, Donasek puts on an expression of despair. Fried makes a big smile at me. Me? That look he was giving me creeped me out. Ice-kun. You have such a wonderful ability. I'm getting more interested in you. You are so worthy to kill. You are definitely in my top 5 for the devils I want to kill, so be prepared, okay? Next time we meet, let's have a romantic fight to the death, okay? Chills. I felt something cold running through my back and it made me activate OFA, but I know I don't have much strength. That guy is smiling but has an extreme killing intent. A challenge directed at me. No, an advanced notice for killing me. See you then, bye-bye, remember to brush your teeth. Fried disappears immediately from the scene after waving his hands at us. He's quick. That guy just left like that. But somehow, it feels like I will meet him again. It's not a premonition but something weirder. Now, fallen angel Donasek, who was abandoned by his own servant. Miserable. But you didn't have the slightest sympathy in her tone. Donasek starts to shiver and then looks at me. Donasek, please forgive me. When he said that to me, something inside snapped. Donasek, I know you showed forgiveness towards Rainer. I'm sure you do the same for me, right? Please help me, don't let this devil kill me, please. I simply looked at him and when saw my expression he paled. I simply walked towards him limping a bit until I got close with an enhanced kick to his face and then used Black Whip to put him in place and continued kicking him in the face until I was satisfied. I then turned my attention to my master. Master, I'm at my limit, will you please end this waste of space for me? Hearing that, the fallen angel's expression froze while feeling so much pain. Don't try to ask for forgiveness, my cute servant. Blow away. On. The demonic power shot by Butchu left nothing of the fallen angel. The only thing left is the mysterious feeling I have and the black feathers floating around the church. The green light is floating in the sanctuary. It's Asia's sacred gear. After Donasek was defeated, it got released. The warm light shines at me. Butchu takes the light to her hand. Now, let's give this back to Asia Argento-san. But Asia is already. Asia can't be resurrected anymore. After all, I couldn't save her. I promised to protect her, I promised to save her. Even though I defeated the fallen angel, it was pointless to come here if I couldn't save her. No, that would be an insult to my comrades. They fought for me and Asia. They didn't even get a single benefit from it. But you, everyone, thanks for fighting for me and Asia. But still, even with all your help, Asia is. But you take something out from her pocket. Crimson. It's a red color like blood, and it's a chess piece that has the same color as Butchu's hair. That is, ice, this is a bishop chess piece. I made a surprised look because of the sudden answer. I'm late in telling you this now, but a devil with a peerage receives 15 chess pieces in total, made up of 8 pawns, 2 knights, 2 bishops, 2 rooks, and 1 queen. Same as in an actual chess game. I already used one of my bishop, but I still have another one left. Butchu then walks towards Asia, who was held in Rainer's arms while holding the crimson chess piece in her hand. Butchu places the crimson bishop chess piece on the now deceased Asia's chest. While Rainer placed Isa on the ground and stepped back. The bishop's role is to support the other members of the group. This girl's healing power could be useful as a bishop. It never happened before, but I will reincarnate this girl as a devil. The crimson demonic power surrounds Butchu's body. I order, in my name Ria's Gremory. You, Asia Argento. I resurrect you back to this soil as my servant and have you reborn as a devil. You, my bishop, be delighted with your new life. The crimson chess piece glows and goes inside Asia's body. At the same time, Asia's sacred gear goes back inside her body. Butchu stops her demonic power after confirming that the chess piece and the sacred gear went inside Asia's body. Then Butchu makes a sigh. I just look at her in a daze. After a short while, Asia opens her eyes. Seeing that, I wasn't able to stop my tears from coming out. Asia's voice. The voice that I thought I can never hear again. Ria's Butchu gives me a warm smile. I resurrected her because I wanted her power that can even heal a devil. Fufufu, Ice, from now on, you'll protect her. Since you will be her senior devil. Asia raises her upper body. She looks around and finds me. I-san. I hugged Asia, who looks puzzled. Let's go home, Asia. She can only just smile at me, making me happy. After that I stood outside where I see Rainer Kalwerner and Middled. Rainer, who only looked, was sudden that she has to go back. Izuku, don't worry Ray, I'm sure if you explained you won't be getting a severe punishment. I just smiled at her, making wonder. Rainer, since when did you ever think about my well-being, Issei? I simply said that anyone can change if it means getting stabbed and resurrected. She can only blush on embarrassment, making the other laugh. Rainer then gave me a kiss on the lips, making me blush. After that she said she'll at least try to see me again with her and her friends left in the night. Izuku. My life is going through ups and downs. I believe so, partner. I looked around when I heard a voice that almost sounded like someone I knew in my former life. Izuku. Toshinori sigh, I miss you and mom and everyone. I looked at the sky, seeing the stars shining. Nobody's pav. When Izuku was looking at the sky, he didn't know that his eyes glowed green for just a second until they turned back to its natural color. While inside his mindscape, the stars of Ofa were circling around a ball of fire that contained bits of green. Chapter 20. Izuku's pav. I got up from my bed after getting woken up by the alarm clock with a boyish girl's voice. I set the alarm 1 hour earlier than usual since I decided to work out for a bit. I needed to go to the club room, so after doing my business I left the room after getting into my uniform. Ara, so you came on time. When I arrived in the club room, Butchu is the only one present. The school hasn't started yet. I came here early in the morning because last evening we were told that we will have a meeting in the morning. Butchu was sitting on the sofa, drinking green tea elegantly. Good morning, Butchu. Yes, good morning. Looks like you have gotten used to the morning. Yes, thanks to you. She then looks at my legs. How's the wound from the fallen angel? I had my thighs pierced by the spear of light from the battle few days ago. Yes, it's completely healed thanks to that healing power. I answered her with a smile. Is that so? It seems like that girl's healing power is something you can't ignore. I can see why a single fallen angel would desire it, even by keeping it a secret from his superiors. I sit on the sofa opposite Butchu. There are several things I want to ask her. Butchu. If there is the same number of evil pieces as in chess itself, then it's possible to get 7 other pawns besides me, right? So will there be a day when another pawn besides me will join us? Yeah, just like in the real chess, there should be the same number of pawn pieces. So it's possible to get more pawn pieces besides me. I ask her, thinking it will turn out like that one day. But Butchu shakes her head to the side to my question. No, my only pawn is you, Ice. Eh? Really, is it because of Issei's sacred gear? When reincarnating a human to a devil we use the evil pieces, but depending on the ability of the person being reincarnated, more evil pieces will be consumed. Piece consumption. There's a saying like this in the world of chess. Queens have a value of 9 pawns. Rooks have a value of 5 pawns. Knights and bishops have a value of 3 pawns each. Like this, there are standard values that also apply to the evil pieces. A similar phenomenon happens to those reincarnated. If there are those who can only be reincarnated with 2 knight pieces, then there are also those who need 2 rook pieces to be reincarnated. There's also the compatibility with the pieces as well. You can't use 2 separate pieces to give them different roles, so it's important to think how to use the pieces. Once you use it, devils won't be given a new evil pieces. How is that related to me? Ice, I used all of the pawn pieces when I resurrected you. If I hadn't, I couldn't have made you into a devil. All seriously. So do I have a value of 8 pawn pieces then? When I found out, I decided to definitely make you into my servant. But I couldn't find the reason for a while. But now I'm convinced. The sacred gear that is said to be supreme. Because it was you, Ice, who possessed the boosted gear, which is said to be one of the supreme sacred gear, the Longinus, therefore it had that much value. I look at my left arm. The red gauntlet. An insane embodiment of power which doubles my power every 10 seconds. Depending on how you use it, it's said that it can even kill God. This sacred gear is something which is too good for me, but it can't be helped since it's residing in me. When I was trying to reincarnate you, the only pieces I had left were 1 knight, 1 rook, 1 bishop and 8 pawns. To make you into my servant, I could only use all 8 pieces of pawn. And your compatibility with the pawn was also good. The other pieces didn't have the power to reincarnate you. To begin with, the value of pawn is still a mystery. Also including its promotion. That's why I gambled on that possibility. As a result, you were the best. Butchu smiles happily. She pats my cheeks with her fingers. Our matching is also great since it's crimson and red, crimson hair ruined princess and boosted gear. Ice. First of all, aim to become the strongest pawn. If it's you, you can definitely do it. After all, you are my adorable servant, the strongest pawn. It sounds so great. Butchu brings her face closer when I was thinking about it. Then Butchu's lip touches my forehead. This is a good luck charm. Get stronger. I looked at her for a bit, making her wonder what I was thinking. Is there something you like to say? However, I stopped her when I kissed her on the cheek, and this made her blush, which brought a smile on my face. And that's my good luck charm to you, Butchu. I want you to be stronger than ever as well. I held her hand and placed to my head. I swear as your pawn I'll help you for as long as I live. She can only look at me with a blush, then she giggled. I see, thank you for that, but I should probably stop adoring you here. The new girl might get jealous of me. Jealous? What's she talking about? Ai-san. Voice came from behind me when I turned around. The blonde girl, Asia, is trying to smile. Asia, eh? Is she mad? Why? It has to be Ria's. Butchu is very beautiful, so even Ai-san will also like her. No. I can't think like that. Oh, Lord. Please forgive my sinful heart. Asia made a prayer, but she then screams, oh. I have a headache. Of course. If a devil makes a prayer to God, of course you will receive damage. Butchu says that normally. Ooh, that's right. I turned into a devil. I can't face God anymore. Asia seems a bit troubled. Asia, please don't make a sad face like that. Do you regret it? Butchu asks Asia. Asia shakes her head. No, thank you very much. No matter what situation I am in, I'm happy as long as I am with Ai-san. My face starts to turn red because of her embarrassing reply. Hearing that, Butchu also smiles. I see, then it's okay. From today you will also be my servant and I will make you work along with Ice. Yes, I will do my best. Asia replies very energetically. She will have to do the leaflet handing first, but I wondered if she will be alright. I feel uneasy. Then I realized the change in Asia. Why didn't I realize it until now? Asia, that uniform. Yes, Asia is wearing the school uniform of our school. Ku Academy's girl uniform. Does it suit me? She asks me shyly. I smiled at her, but on the inside I have a feeling that the dudes are going to look at her in a strange way, lecherous way that'll just make me start to push them if I have to. You look great, Asia, it's the best. Let's take a photo with only the two of us. Eh? Why yes. She was troubled with how to react, but it's true that she looks cute in it. I decided to make Asia attend our school. Since she is about the same age as you, she's also in second year. I also made her in the same class as you. Today will be her first day, so make sure to look after her. Butchu says that to me. Are you serious? My class? Asia will be in my class. I will be in your care, Ai-san. Asia bows her head. Yeah, I'll make sure you have the best school life. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Hiba, Kaneko-chan and Akeno-san then enters the room. Good morning, Butchu, Ice-kun, Asia-san. Good morning, Butchu, Ai-senpai, Asia-senpai. How are you all doing, Butchu, Ice-kun, Asia-chan? Everyone greets us. Everyone called me Ice and acknowledged Asia as a member. It's great. There's nothing better than this. Butchu stands up. Since everyone is here, shall we start the party? Saying that, Butchu clicks her fingers. Then, a big cake appears on the table. It might be good sometimes to gather in the morning to do these kinds of things, right? Since we got new members, I made some cake, so let's eat it together. Butchu says it shyly. I almost laughed when she looks shy, it's adorable. I then grabbed the cake and made slices for everyone while using Black Whip to place the plates with cake towards everyone. When Asia asked me to show her my lighting, I just smiled and activated full cowling, making Asia amazed at how I looked. I then turned my attention to Rias. Butchu, first of all, I will aim to become the strongest pawn. I will work hard along with Butchu, Asia, Kiba, Kaneko-chan and Akeno-san. I didn't know that Rias was having a gloomy look at the time. If I hadn't, I would have done something to make her smile. Chapter 21. Izuku's Pav. I'm Issei Haidu. People call me Ice, but my real name was Izuku Midoriya. After taking out Shigaraki in my old life, I somehow entered the life of a pervert, so now well you already know my story as Izuku Midoriya. Now it's time for the story of Issei Haidu. I'm a second-year high school student. Unfortunately, I'm not a normal high school student. That's because I happen to be a devil, a reincarnated devil so to speak. But let's forget about that cause right now. I don't know what the buck did I drink, because I don't know what to do with the situation happening right in front of me. For some reason, I'm in a place which looks like a chapel. There are familiar faces around me. Damn it, for Ice to get married. It's some kind of mistake, this is some kind of conspiracy. The bald-headed Mitsuda and Motohama who is wearing glasses. My two evil pals are sending out words to me while putting on an envious look. Ice, I want my first grandchild to be a girl. Sob, you have grown, you were a worthless child whose only pride was his desire to have Hex. Both my parents are crying. Geez, is that how you say to your son? I mean Ijit that he was perverted, but come on new dad, stop saying such things. I'm wearing a white tuxedo. It's like a wedding scene. Wait, this is a wedding scene, what the buck nan? Even the wedding song is being played within this chapel. Mine is at my wedding. I became astonished at this sudden and shocking situation. Then what about my bride? Who is my bride? Ice, you can't look around restlessly. That's right, Issei, you need to take responsibilities for this. Two familiar voices came from my side. When I look to my side, there is a beauty, Ria's Gremory Butchu, who has her crimson hair down to her hips standing right there. She is the one who turned me into a devil, and she happens to be a high-class devil who holds a peerage. I'm the servant devil of Ria's Butchu and also her servant. More than that, she looks so gorgeous in her wedding dress that I can't directly look at her. But not only her was Rainer too, she was also wearing a beautiful wedding dress, and oh my Satan, she looks gorgeous. Rias-sama and Yuma, you two look so beautiful. Ah, Rias-sama, why on earth are you marrying a guy like that? Why are you marrying this loser Yuma-sama? Screams can be heard from various part of the chapel. So no one will praise me, huh? I see, so this is Ria's Butchu, Rainer and my wedding. I can't believe it. So Butchu, Rainer and I got into that sort of relationship without me realizing it, and our relation progressed this far. How the hell did this happen? I don't even remember this book. At all times, the priest is apparently saying the wedding vows, but my head is filled with other things. Marriage equals husband and wife. Husband and wife equals family. Family equals children. Children equals making babies. Making babies equals sexual relation. Sexual relation equals husband and wife's love affair. Husband and wife's love affair equals starts from the first night of marriage. First night of marriage. The first night of our marriage. Come here, Ice. Come to me, Issei. Both Butchu and Rainer are laying on the bed naked inside my imagination. Oh shit, if that happens, then sweet mother of all things that are good, if I do that with them, then it will involve me doing the deed and I gonna be having sex with Butchu and Rainer. Reaching that conclusion, my head became full with excitement and I wasn't able to stop imagining lots of naughty stuff. Shit, why can't I control my hormones? Shit. I see, so the reason why I didn't have any luck with these kinds of things in the past is because it was for this day. For tonight, stop it thoughts. Am I be able to finish the task until the end safely? Shit, for buck's sake, make it stop. Now you may kiss the brides. What? Yeah, that's it, now I remember, this is the first thing I have to do. The kiss in a chapel, a kiss with Butchu and Rainer. When I looked to my side, both Butchu and Rainer had their eyes closed and both of their faces were approaching me. While breathing hard from my nose, I stick my lips forward and gradually approach Butchu and Rainer. Looks like you're having fun, you brat. A mysterious voice echoes within my head. It was a low voice with an impact in it. This voice that was all so familiar to me, a voice which has always been close to me. That's right. I'm right beside you. This voice sounded so much like my mentor. Who is this? I look around me, and the chapel is nowhere to be seen now. Butchu and Rainer, who were right next to me, is also gone. Everyone including my parents and friends are gone as well. Rather than that, where am I? I'm losing all my senses. I lost my sense of balance and touch. I lost my sense of sight and hearing as well. It's pitch black right in front of me. Darkness. I can't hear anything with my ears. It's silent. What is this? Whose voice is that? Is it from Ofa? It's mine. The sound didn't come out from my mouth, but I'm really shocked within my heart. Of course. Anyone will be scared if a gigantic monster appears right in front of them, but I've seen things big. It has big eyes. The color of its eyes were almost similar to my own in the past, green like emerald. A jaw that comes up to its ears, where lots of sharp fangs are growing out. There is a thick horn lining up on its forehead, and the scales that covers its body is red like a magma. It has thick arms and legs like those of a gigantic tree. The claws look very sharp and terrifying. More than that, its pair of wings that are spread to the sides makes this giant monster look even bigger. In front of me there is a gigantic monster, and out of all the things I know, the thing that resembles it the most is a dragon. It seems like it knows what I'm thinking even though I can't speak, and it seems like the monster, a dragon, which is in front of me, lifts its mouth up a bit. That's it. That's the right deduction. I've been trying to talk to you for the whole time and was when you saved that little nun, but since you were really weak, my words barely reached you until now. Finally, I am able to appear in front of you as Seihaido, or should I refer to you as Izuku Midoriya? I was lost not being able to say anything. This dragon has voice that gave me hope. Hope, you say? Well, I like the fact that I give you hope, but for now I just wanted to introduce myself to my partner who I will be fighting along with from now on. My partner? Hold on a second. Dragon, who are you? You already realized it, haven't you? You probably thought about it. Yeah, that's right. I'm exactly what you think I am. Let's talk again. Partner. When I look at my left arm, it's covered in red scales, and it looks very abnormal because it has really sharp claws growing out from it, but that's not all. I felt something coming out from my back. When I thought it was my devil wings, I was wrong. Instead, what I saw were dragonic wings. With it, I felt the urge to roar with Ofa flowing around me, along with me gaining a new set of horns. Izuku grrrrrrrrrr, Rai Aya. I open my eyes feeling my heart racing, and a familiar ceiling is in front of me. Ah, so that was a dream. No, that couldn't be a dream. I tried calling down while holding my chest. Izuku, it seems I might be dealing with a lot of things towards the future. I lift my upper body upright and wipe the sweat on my forehead with my hand. At the same time, I realized that I used my left arm to wipe it. At last seen that red dragon, that same voice. Damn, there's nothing wrong with my left arm, which turned into that of a monster's arm at the end of my dream. I also checked my wings to see I still have my devil wings. I look at the clock. It's 4:30 am. It's still a bit early. Oh right, I remember now, I need to get ready. When I look outside from the window, there is a red-haired beauty, Ria's Gremory Butchu, who is wearing a red jersey and is standing at the gate. She is a senior and the school idol at the high school I go to. She is also the president of the occult research club that I am in, and her real identity is a devil. She looks this way with her blue eyes after she realizes that I'm looking at her. Hurry up. She moves her lips like that while smiling. I'm coming now. I changed into a jersey from my pajamas immediately and left the room to do the morning training. Izuku, I need to train as much as I can. I need to reduce my injuries as a devil, and also while using Ofa. Damn it, I still can't hear them. The only quirk I have in my arsenal now is Black Whip. Chapter 22. Izuku's Pav. Hey, don't run so miserably. Or else I will add 10 more laps of dashing afterwards. I'm running in the residential area while losing my breath a bit. Damn this body. Butchu, who is behind me while riding a bicycle, fires me up without hesitation. It's been about a month since my soul transferred into Issei's body, who turned into a reincarnated devil, and in those months I've been trying to train this body to get used to Ofa as much as I can. What's my goal? Well, it was Issei's goal, but now I guess I have to help him with that. I'm going to become the harem king. Shit. Those words slipped out from my mouth while I'm running. That's right, and for that you need to start from daily basic training. You have to become stronger, even by a bit. I continued running, feeling exhausted but kept going. I need to get stronger since strength is absolute in the world of devils. Simply put, the stronger you are, the easier you can aim higher. Well, you can rise up with knowledge, trading skills, and other kind of skills, but I need to see if it's possible. So nothing will start unless I increase my stamina. That's why I'm currently doing this training every day. But Butchu is a Spartan instructor. For my servant to be weak is something I can't forgive. I've seen you fight and get injured, which won't do. So she shows no mercy for my morning training. She makes me run for approximately 20 kilometers and after that makes me do more than 100 laps of dashes. She also have me do various muscle trainings. I didn't complain and did what I had to do. Devils are the residents of night that unleashes their powers during night. I thought that it's better to train at night rather than in the morning, but apparently that isn't the case. According to Butchu, training while being under the sunlight that we are weak against makes us mentally stronger as well. Lately, I have been able to do them quite easily. It's a proof that I have been improving daily. After all, I'm in a good state in physical education class. My short sprint record is shortened and it isn't that tiring to do long distance sprint anymore. I stopped running when I arrive at the park, which happens to be the goal. I'm sweating from all over my body and taking in deep breaths. Good job. Now, we'll move on to the dashes. The Oni Butchu's smile is so dazzling and also terrifying. Their ability has a meaning when your basics are high. Yes, 65. I started doing push-ups at the park after I completed the morning marathon and the dashes. Butchu is sitting on my back. The feeling of her soft buttocks feels superb, but I have no time to enjoy it since my arms are crying in pain. No, actually the feeling of her buttocks is the best shit. No time for that. Whip. Oh, I had my butt slapped by Butchu. Voice slips out from my mouth. I'm not a masochist either. You are having dirty thoughts. The movement of your hips is lecherous. That 68T thinking that you are horse riding on me. 69 is making my guts as a horse into the max gear. 70 talking while doing push-ups. You seem to have grown. Ice. Should I add another 100? I stopped for a bit until I continued without talking and mentally counting my push-ups, making Butchu surprised. It should be about time that she gets here. Huh? Who's coming? I stopped doing my push-ups, which was around 169. When I ask her, I hear a familiar voice who then says, "Excuse me." When I look to the direction from where the voice came from while staying in the push-up posture. I-san, Butchu-san, I'm sorry for being late. Ho. The blonde-haired girl Asia trips over. I-san, here's your tea. Why yeah, thanks. I'm taking a break while sipping the tea Asia gives me. After that, I did the muscle training for my stomach and back, so my whole body is hurting all over, but it's worth it. No pain, no gain. Asia, why are you here? When I ask, the blonde beauty's cheek becomes red. I heard that I-san and Butchu-san are doing training here every morning, so I also wanted to be of help to I-san as well. Though I was only able to prepare tea today. Asia, you are such a wonderful girl. Thanks Asia, and moved by your words. I continued drinking my tea in peace and sighing in content. Asia, a former sister who has a blonde hair and green eyes. Former means that she isn't a sister anymore. Right now she is a devil of the Gremory group. Last month, she was involved in a particular incident and as a result she was killed by a fallen angel. Asia died, but thanks to Butchu's power, she was reincarnated as a devil and is here with us right now. Also, the fallen angels are former angels mentioned in the Bible and novels. Their trait is their black feathered wings. They are the arch enemies of devils and are always fighting with them. Last month, I was involved in their fight. That time even when I used Ofa I felt weak. I need to train more to get back my former life experience that way, so I don't want Asia to go through that sadness ever again. And our master, Butchu, seems to be thinking about something while drinking green tea. What's wrong, Butchu? When I ask her, she comes back to her senses and makes a cough. No, it's nothing. More than that, it's good timing. I decided to have it done today, so let's head over to your house now. Huh? Why? My house. Good timing. What are we going to do at my house? It's about time that the luggage arrives. I will come to know what she means 10 minutes later. This is. My eyebrows are twitching after seeing the boxes that are placed front of the entrance of my home. What is this? These boxes don't even have the name of the sender. I have a mysterious feeling about this. No way. Butchu then says it to me who am making a confused face. Now then, Ice. Carry these to the room. Carry? I have to carry these to my house. Why? Yes, this is Asia's belongings. Carrying this is what a gentleman would do, right? This is Asia's belongings. I'm in deep shock, but Butchu then says something even more shocking. Yes, from today, Asia will be living in your house. Family meeting. Among all the famous meetings, conferences, and assemblies of the world, it's among the top ranks for the place of negotiations. The words of the parents, who holds the authorities, have the big factor to decide the outcome. The way we, the children, negotiate will be the key to this. But my parents who are supposed to have the authority are down on their knees when they are in front of Butchu. Maybe Butchu's eyes, which have power which can't be seen with their eyes, are making them act that way. Akasama, Otu-sama, because of this situation, will you allow Asia Argento to homestay here? Butchu gives a reckless order to my parents, while saying it elegantly and cheerfully. The two of them whispers in each other's ears while staring at Asia. They are also looking at me. My dad makes a single cough and then asks Asia a question. Asia-san, was it? Yes, I-san's Otu-sama. Asia responds back with a nervous face. Oh Otu-sama-ku, I don't know how to put it, but having beautiful foreign girls to call me Otu-sama repeatedly sure does ring a bell to my heart in a good way. It seems like my dad is getting emotional. Getting called Otu-sama by two young beautiful girls will obviously make him happy. Even I'm confident that I will fall for it if two beautiful girls calls me Ani-chan. Otu-san, my mum pokes my dad. My dad comes back to his senses. Even if you want to homestay, our stupid son who is an embodiment of Hexwell desire is also in this house. It's unfortunate, but isn't it better for you to stay in a house where there is a girl? If something happens, I would be too ashamed. I simply smiled understanding that even though I've helped around the house they still think that this body is still doing perverted acts. But what my dad just said is logical, so it will be better to make her homestay in a house where there is also a girl. Even my mum is agreeing to it right beside him, saying yeah, that's right. If a beautiful blonde girl stays with me who has so much Hexwell desire, you won't know what might happen. It will become a worldwide problem. My parents probably wanted to say that. But I won't do anything. I sure don't have any trust. By the way, I haven't told them that Asia and I are devils and that Asia was used by a fallen angel. Even if I tell them, they won't believe me and it's better for my mum and dad to not get involved with a devil. We left out lots of stuff when we explained the situation to them with things we made up included in it. Butchu doesn't seem to be affected by my parents' refusal and continues to negotiate with a smile. Then how about if Asia becomes your daughter, then? What do you mean with that profound word, Butchu? What do you mean? Otu-sama, Asia believes in Ice very much. Very much. It's the same for me as well. Ice does lack a bit of intelligence and is very straightforward, but he is not a fool. Instead, he has such a burning soul that he would walk towards any obstacle and would try to overcome it. Both Asia and I are drawn to that part of Ice. Especially Asia. Isn't that right, Asia? Why yes, Ice saved me by risking his life. He is my life savior. He also helps me very much at school. Even in class, Then Asia starts to explain how I'm helping her out at school every day happily while putting on a big smile. She even tells them minor things and over-exaggerates them. Ooh, I'm so embarrassed that I want to run away from this place. My parents are like, oh, our Ice did. And for him to be useful to others, and they seem like they aren't dissatisfied with what they are hearing. Well, any parent will be happy if their child is being praised. Then Butchu gives them the final push. How about if this homestay is also a bride training, then, bride? What is that, Dad? Mum and I shout out very loudly. Asia is like, and is putting on a confused look. Tears. Then there are loads of tears flowing out of Dad's eyes. He then speaks while wiping his tears. Since Ice is like this, I was sure that I would never see my grandchildren. I was always depressed that I had to worry about Ice living by himself, even after I get very old. But Otu-sama suddenly started to speak his thoughts rather, what's with that irresponsible future map that you created for your own son? My mum is wiping her tears beside him. Wait, you are crying too. I also thought that Ice would never get a bride. It's because he's Ice. The stupid son. I tried raising him so he wouldn't become a shame in the society, but that all turned out to be a waste since he turned out this way. If I could go back to the past, I would convince my younger self. By telling myself that be careful since that son of yours will turn into a worthless son who hides lecherous DVD inside his plastic model box hidden in his locker. Wait, so that safe he had has all those stuff? Sorry, but I think I need to destroy those, or better yet gave them to those other pervs. My dad holds Asia's hand. Asia-san, he's a worthless son like this, but can I leave him to you? You're wrong, I-san isn't a worthless person. He's a very wonderful person. Asia doesn't realize what my dad is getting at and smiles. My mum, who saw that, broke down by crying out loud. What is this? What drama am I watching? Ria-san, we will look after Asia Argento-san in this house. Butchu smiles after hearing dad's approval. Thank you very much, Otu-sama. Ice. I will leave Asia's care to you from now on. Asia, you will be staying with Ice at his home. So make sure not to be impolite. Get along with Ice's parents. Is it really alright? Won't it be a burden if I stay? Butchu says it to Asia, who is confused. To get familiar with the Japanese culture and lifestyle, it's best to stay with the people from that country. When I ask you, who do you want to live with the most within our club members? You did say Ice without a second thought, right? Oh, I see, so that's the reason. Asia is staying at Ria's Butchu's place. She's borrowing one of the rooms in the old school building that me, Butchu, and Asia goes to. Why yes. I indeed said that, but it's fine, Asia-san, get used to Japan of our house, you might stay here permanently after all. Dad, you really are trying to make Asia my wife, huh? See, even Otu-sama is saying this. Asia, who was confused, finally smiles when she sees Butchu smiling. I understand, Butchu-san. There were things I didn't quite understand, but I will be in your care, I-san, I-san's Otu-sama and Aka-sama. You've been perfectly deceived, Dad, Mum, surely, the thing about my bride is a perfect blow to them. Like this, it's decided that Asia will be living with me under the same house. Bride, huh? When I looked at Butchu, I asked her if she was okay, and she just smiled saying she's fine, but I wasn't convinced. Few days later, since Asia started living at my house. It's a good weather today. I-san, we are playing softball for physical education today. It's my first time, so I'm excited. Asia is walking towards the school happily. I'm walking next to her. I never thought that a day will come when I will be able to walk to school every day with a beauty. The students who goes to the same school as us are looking at us with intense eyes. Why is Asia-san walking from the same direction as I do? Impossible, what's going on? It must be some kind of mistake, not just Ria's Anasama, but even Asia-san. Just like that, I can hear the scream-like words from other students. Well, that's natural. This situation will seem impossible for anyone who knows me. Issei was someone who was just an unpopular perverted student, but now since I have his life, I'm suddenly getting along with the school's idols. I'm also walking to school with a new blonde student every day who everyone has been talking about since her arrival. From other people's view, this is an unbelievable situation. There were some students who confessed to Asia because they were like, if Haidu can, so can I, but they were rejected immediately. Because of that, there are those who holds a grudge against me. Even now, there are people looking at me with eyes filled with hatred. Other guys must think I'm playing around with a beauty's body. Though, it's not as simple as they think, but that's okay, I laughed a bit. Was there something that looks funny? Oh. Asia looks at my face with a worried look. When a beauty's face is right in front of me, it makes me blush, looks like I'm still young. And no, it's nothing. By the way, Asia, are there any problems at school? Are you getting along with other girls? Those are the things I'm most concerned about. The former sister who had just transferred to our school. Since her lifestyle was far different from ours, she might feel lost in school life. At times like that, I will definitely help her, however what's most important is for her to be supported by other girls. I think she is getting along with the girls from the occult research club, but I'm concerned about her interaction with the other classmates. I don't think she is getting bullied for not being used to this lifestyle, but I can't stop myself from being worried about it. Nothing like that is happening within my sight, but she might be bullied when I'm not there. However, Asia makes a smile which comes from the bottom of her heart, which then rejects my concern about her. Everyone is very kind towards me. They are teaching me a lot of things so I would get familiar with Japan. I also made lots of friends. I was also invited to go shopping with them. That's good to hear. Looks like her relationship with the other classmates is going well. Now, one of my concerns is gone. While talking about that, we arrive at school and then went towards the class. Now with the problem of Asia's school life settled, the remaining problem is, Asia-chan, good morning. Good morning, Asia-san. Your blonde hair is shining today as well. As soon as we arrive in the class, the bald-headed guy Mitsuda and the guy wearing glasses Motohama approach Asia. These two are my pals. They are famous for being perverted, along with me. Good morning Mitsuda-san, Motohama-san. The two of them get emotional after getting greeted by Asia. This is the thing, isn't it, Motohama-kun? That's right, Mitsuda-kun. Getting greeted by having a beauty say good morning gives life to us from morning. Like usual, they feel happy with minor things. But until recently I was probably the same as them. Suddenly I felt a feeling and caught a fist that was aiming for my stomach. What the hell you trying to pull, dude? Motohama looked at me for a bit and went to kick my legs, but avoided his attack. Seriously, what the hell? Then he starts to laugh. Hahaha. Ice-kun. I heard about it. Heard what? I hear that you walk to school with Asia-chan every day, right? Okay, what about it? That's weird. Why? Why do you two come to the school from the same direction? I wonder why. I simply gave these two a board and just sighed. I live with Asia. Under one roof. Right, Asia. Yes. I am being taken care of at Isen's house. Both of them got quiet after seeing Asia answer with a smile. It looks like they are speechless. It's a lie. Mitsuda denies it strongly. He's even crying. They are tears of jealousy. Fuhahaha cry scream and die. Impossible Ice living with a blonde beauty in the same house, that can't be the law of this world will collapse. Motohama fixes the position of his glasses with his shaking hand. He's also trembling even though he's desperately trying to act calm. Then do you even get woken up by Asia-chan in the morning? Mitsuda's question. How miserable. Asia, looks like I made you wake me up today as well. Because Ai-san is such a sleepyhead. You fufu. Mitsuda drops on the floor. Does she even refill the plates for you? This time, Motohama asks. Mom also praised that you are a thoughtful girl, Asia. Oh my, you are making me blush. Asia blushes while putting her hand on her cheek. I looked at her with confidence and looked at her while putting on a sincere smile on my face. Seeing that, Motohama glares right at me through his glasses and it looks like he's about to shed tears of blood. Man, having my friend being jealous of me sure is scary. Seriously, life sure can be turned upside down with a single change. Thus being friendly with one beauty is enough for guys to get a happy life. Yeah, even if all the girls in the class will come to hate me, I'm alright as long as Asia is on my side. That's not good. My aim is to get a peerage and become a great devil and then make lots of beauties into my servant. Then I have to become a guy that girls will like. But it seems like I won't be able to get along with girls. You actually know lots of cute girls, don't you? Ria-senpai, Akeno-senpai, they are the two great one-isamas of our academy, you know, then our school's small idol, Taoju Kaneko-chan, and now the blonde beauty that just transferred, Asia-chan. This is wrong, it's so unfair that I'm about to break. Mitsuda whines while holding his head down. Cry as much as you want, my friend. Thus like he said, I'm getting along with several beauties lately. Especially Asia, whom I walk to school with. And it seems like I'm being adored by Ria-senpai and Akeno-senpai as well. Motohama fixes his glasses calmly. Ice, I don't think introducing a single girl to us will be a bad thing. No, I mean, please introduce us to someone. I beg you. Please. Motohama says it while putting his face close to mine. He says it with a low tone, however it has so much intensity to it. But introducing the only beauties I talk to are the ones Mitsuda just mentioned. In other words, I don't have any connections with other girls. Rather, they don't even take me seriously. It's a harsh reality. It means that I don't have ties with human girls. The girls I get along with are all devils. Well, even though they are devils, they are all cute, so it's not a problem. Yeah, that's right. Well, it's not like I don't know someone. There is one person that I know of. I took my mobile phone out and checked for the name. Yup, I have it. This should be okay. Hold on a sec. I made my two pals and Asia wait here for a bit and then went to the corner of the room so I can get an approval from the said person. We talked for a few minutes, but it seems like that person is okay with it. That's good. Well, I found one person that's okay with meeting you guys. That person will also bring friends as well. This is the number of the person I can introduce you guys to. Contact that person through mail first. That way, you guys will feel happier. Thank you. Mitsuda, who was down on the floor until a moment ago, grabs my mobile phone. Hey, that's a quick change. Until a second ago he was crying. This guy truly is. The two of them copies the number into their phones. Thank you so much, Isama, I will never forget this debt. Yeah, let's do a triple date next time. Just wait, we will also make a girlfriend instantly. The two of them are giving a good smile. It seems like they are experiencing happiness, or rather, the inside of their head is on party mode. So, what kind of person is she? She's a beauty, right? Mitsuda asks about the appearance of the person I just introduced. I answer while scratching my cheek. Yeah, she's a maiden. That, I'm sure of. Maiden W, wonderful, that's really wonderful, Ice-kun. Man, we just can't thank you enough, I-sensei. These guys are just pathetic. They keep on changing their attitudes. No, I would also have been like them if I haven't met with Butchu and Asia. I'm sorry for having all the fun, guys. Mitsuda asks me once again with a smiley face. Oh Ice-kun. By the way, why is Miltan called Miltan? I would like for you guys to ask him yourself. Even I don't know the reason. But I just smiled innocently at them. Izuku, hope you enjoy yourselves boys, hehe, but I need to know, did danger sense activated just now or something? Chapter 23. Izuku's POV. At night. I'm pedaling my bike in the residential area. Or yeah, I pedal my bike with all my strength using 1% of OFA. When we reach the designated area, Asia, who is sitting behind me, puts the leaflet into the mailbox. It's done. Okay. I started pedaling my bicycle again after I confirm that Asia is sitting behind me. The leaflet we just put in that house is a convenient item used to summon us devils. Normally, you need to draw a magic circle to summon a devil, but in this century, there aren't that many humans who are willing to draw a magic circle to summon devils. More like there aren't that many humans who believe in devils in the current era. I also didn't until recently. Therefore, the Devil Society that was in a tight situation created a leaflet with a magic circle on it which can summon devils more easily. Each devil stamps on their own personal magic circle onto the leaflet, and just like ordinary advertisements, they write an advertisement phrase on it. This leaflet is nothing to those that are satisfied with their lifestyles, but to those that are craving for something, it has a magic cast on it, so they will want to use it. We appear in front of humans who will become our contractors through the magic circle. We grant their wish in exchange for a price. That's how it works. So this is the current method used to summon devils. And handing this leaflet out is the first job of the servant devils. This became a customary practice for a temporary time. We use a devil's portable device to find humans with a strong greed and put the leaflet into their mailbox and then move on to the next location. Repeating this is a devil's job. Well, I have finished the job of handing out leaflets already. The reason why I am doing this is I-san, is it really alright to help me hand out the leaflets? Yeah, it's not a problem. Yes, I'm assisting Asia in handing out the leaflets. So like this, I continue to pedal the bicycle. Asia, you don't know how to get on a bike, right? Then someone has to ride the bike for you. Ooh, I'm sorry. I never had a chance to get on a bike, but if it's walking, I can't let you do that even more. I'm worried about you, Asia. That's my true feeling. It's not about whether she can ride a bicycle or not, but more of the fact that I can't let Asia run around in unfamiliar environment. She had just come to Japan from Northern Europe last month. She doesn't know that much about Japanese culture. She gained the ability to understand Japanese by becoming a devil, but it's a different story if it is to adapt to this lifestyle. I'm teaching her from the basics, but there are still many things which make me worry about her. On top of that, Asia is kind to anyone and doesn't know how the world goes around. You won't know what kind of bad things will fall down onto her. So I ended up proposing to Butchu after thinking about it. I will help Asia with handing out the leaflets. Butchu gladly accepted my request. Thank you very much, Butchu. Like that, I'm supporting Asia. So I have been going around the residential area at night on my bicycle together with her. Look, Asia. That's a shrine. We're devils, so we can't enter it. I talked about a certain shrine when we went past it. Yes. Devils aren't allowed to go to places where spirits gather and the local god lives, yes. It's hard for me to understand Japanese Shinto gods because I'm a Christian. It will be hard for her, who has been raised under one religion, to understand the Japanese culture. That's what Butchu told me. So I started to teach Asia the things about the places we live in and so on while we hand out the leaflets. Over there. It's closed now, but that bakery shop sells good bread. You want to go buy some next time? Yes, Japanese breads are sweet, so I love them. Even a normal conversation is fun. A date at night. That's the best. I always wanted to ride a bicycle with a girl sitting behind me like this. I-san, have you watched the film Roman Holiday? Asia asks me. Roman Holiday? Oh yeah, I think it's a film. It's an old film, right? No, sorry. I haven't watched it. Is that so? Asia sounds a bit sad to my answer. But what about that film? It's always have been my admiration. It was just like this, however they were riding a bike in the film. Even so I yufufu. Huh? She sounds really happy right now. Even her arms that are across my hips got stronger. I'm not really sure, but oh well. If Asia is happy then that will be good enough. The wind tonight also feels good. We are back. Asia and I had finished handing out the leaflets and returned to the club room. The unused old school building located behind the school. One of the rooms on the third floor is the room for the Occult Research Club and also the gathering place for the Gremory group. Good work. I will make some green tea now. The first one to welcome us back is the vice president of our club as well as the staff officer of Ria's Butchu, Himejima Keno-san. She is my senior who is a third-year student and is a Japanese beauty with long silky black hair who is always smiling. She is also a person with a ponytail hairstyle which is rare among the current teens. Along with Butchu, she is called one of the two great One-Samas of our school, and she is popular among both boys and girls and has the popularity of an idol. Hey, how was the date at night? The guy who is sending out a smile at me is Kibayudo, the good-looking guy. He is the handsome prince who has captured the hearts of most of the girls in our school. He is my enemy since I hate good-looking guys. It was obviously the best. I put my thumbs up towards Kiba. Illicit sexual relationship late at night. The one who just said a harsh thing to me but it was true is the small-build first-year student, Taoju Kaneko-chan. At first glance, she only looks like a grade school student, but because she's a lowly girl, she is popular in our academy for being our school mascot. I chuckled a bit while giving Kaneko a box of chocolates which she took, making me slightly smirk. Asia and I walked towards Butchu, who is sitting on the sofa. Our King Ria's Butchu. Even tonight, your crimson hair is beautiful like always. Butchu. We are back. I reported to her, but Butchu is looking towards a certain direction while being dazed. Is she thinking about something? She even makes a deep sigh. Asia, who is next to me, also looks in the direction Butchu is looking towards. Butchu, we are back. This time, I raised my voice. Butchu heard me and came back to her senses. I am sorry. I was dazed for a bit. Good work, Ice, Asia. Lately, I think that Butchu is thinking about something often. When she orders us to do something, she does it with elegance like usual, but other than that, her mind goes off to somewhere. I think the number of times she has sighed increased as well. She possibly has some serious concerns that we won't possibly be able to understand. Well, she is a high-class devil, after all. So these are the members of the Occult Research Club and also the members of the Gremory Group. Other than me, everyone else is super popular at school. Well, I'm famous for being a perv. Hahaha, I feel like apologizing since I feel I'm in a wrong place. I need to cut off this reputation of mine and get serious in school at least. Butchu then says it after confirming that Asia and I have arrived. Now then, I will have Asia make her debut as a devil starting tonight. Oh seriously? Eh? I say it to Asia, who is puzzled. Asia, you will be having your actual debut as a devil from tonight. You are going to the contractor's place through the magic circle. Me? Asia points to herself while panicking. Right, Butchu? Butchu nods to my question. Yes. Handing out the leaflets will end today. If I let it go on forever, it seems like the date between you two will continue even further. Iwa. Please stop bullying your servants, Butchu. I'm feeling a bit embarrassed if Butchu says that to me. Like the same time as my debut, Butchu draws the magic circle of the Gremory clan on Asia's palm. Thanks to that, you will be able to transport through the magic circle. Bakeno, check whether Asia has enough demonic power to transport through the magic circle. Yes, Butchu. Bakeno-san put her hand on Asia's forehead after Butchu orders her. A faint light appears from her fingertips and it seems like she is reading something. We had the incident with Ice before, so we need to check properly. Though I don't think there will be a same problem. I feel down after hearing Butchu's worry. That's right. My debut as a devil was awful. To use the magic circle, you need a little bit of demonic power. But I didn't even have that little bit of demonic power at all. Thanks to that, I couldn't transport through the magic circle and I have to use a bicycle to go to the client, which is something no one done before. Even now, I have to visit the clients by bicycle. That don't mind it. Butchu, it's okay. There's no problem at all. More like, she has the most demonic power after Butchu and me. Her potential capacity for her demonic power is very good. Butchu smiles at Akeno-san's report. That's good news. She can use her power as a bishop to the fullest. The bishop Butchu just mentioned is Asia's role as a devil. The current devils have rules that are based on the game of chess of the humans' world for their servants. The devil who is a master is a king, and below them are the queen, the rooks, the bishops, the knights, and the pawns. The system for the servant devils that the current devils uses, the evil piece. Previously, Butchu and others told me that long time ago, many devils died against the war with God and the fallen angels, and this system was created to increase the forces of the devils, with having only small numbers of underlings, in order to keep the balance against the other factions. Each piece has its own traits that boost up the ability of a servant devil. Of course, by having Butchu as our leader who is also our master, we also have certain roles. Bakeno-san is a queen, Kiba is a knight, Kaneko-chan is a rook, Asia is a bishop, and I am a pawn. At first glance the pawn seems weak, but depending on the way you use it, it can even take down a king. That's what Butchu told me, and my knowledge with chess, thanks to Tenyu and Momo, I've learned to play it while doing my notes, and even playing G with my former principal, the rat, God himself, Nedzu. Going back to the topic, since Asia has a high demonic power, she has no problem transporting through the magic circle. Yup, looks like Asia began from a good start. I'm also satisfied with that. Then Asia will also get along with her client and Dot. Then I started to feel uneasy. What will happen to Asia, who is kind to anyone and who doesn't know how the world goes around, when she gets summoned by someone with lots of greed? Face 1. Oh, what a cute devil San, oh yeah, please show me your panties, please also show me your breasts. That's bad. Face 2. Beautiful devil Chan, let me grope your oppai as much as I want in exchange for my life. Asia's. Face 3. I will give you my life, so let me have hex with you till the night ends. Ice, are you crying? Butchu looks into my face with a worried look. Butchu, no. It's a no. I shake my head to the side while having tears flow out of my eyes. It's a no. That's right, no, it's Asia that we are talking about. There's no way Asia is able to decline when some guy she hasn't met asks her a lecherous order. Asia, who is serious and passionate to her work, will try to accomplish her work, even by sacrificing her own body. I know for a fact that those scenarios were from my other side of my head, damn, it is say your mind is whack. But I feel a bit uneasy if Asia goes alone. I didn't think I can stand it if some weirdo asks some sick wish to Asia. But seems a bit troubled after I approached her while having a glare on my face. Ice, a request which is too lecherous for the devils they summon doesn't come to the servant devils of the Gremory clan. There are humans who request those kinds of wishes, so there are devils who take those clients as their profession, and requests like that goes to them. The jobs we take are safe, you know. Even devils have areas that they are professional at. But you are telling the truth, right? That's the truth, right? But still, I feel super uneasy. But sighs after seeing me so worried about it. Alright. For a short time, I'll put you with Asia to support her. Are you satisfied with that? Thank you very much, Asia, let me handle the pervs. Asia, you can just make the contract normally. Why yes. I take Asia's hand and make a sigh of relief. Asia herself looks worried that she is causing trouble for me, but that's okay. I need to protect Asia. I even made a promise with Butchu, and I'm also worried about Asia. I might be overprotective towards her, but I want to look after her until she says, I can do it by myself. You have to do these kinds of things until they get annoyed with you. I will protect Asia even if it makes her hate me. So then, if a request comes, Asia, you will transport through the magic circle by taking Ice with you. Yes, I understand. Butchu. After she confirms it, the big magic circle on the floor glows. The Keno-san, who is in charge of the magic circle, starts to read the devil's letters that appeared in a section of the magic circle. There is a client trying to summon us, who wants to wish something that even Asia-chan can handle. Hearing a Keno-san's report, Butchu smiles. That's very convenient. Asia can supply the demonic power needed for teleporting through the magic circle, and she can also support Ice, who lacks demonic power as well. Let's do it then. I was the one who is supposed to help her, but it looks like I'm the one needing the help. That's okay. I just need to watch over Asia doing her first job. Let's go, Asia. Yes, Ice-san. Asia and I went towards the center of the magic circle after getting our spirits up. I returned home late at night with Asia. Asia finished her first job safely. Unlike my debut, it went smoothly. I'm sorry, I will take the bath first then. Saying that, Asia heads towards the bathroom. She can't stop smiling because she has accomplished her first job. I also went to my room to rest. Both my mind and body is worn, just like every night. After Asia finished her job, we went back to the club room and reported to Butchu and finished our job as a devil for the night. I have concerns for Butchu, who had a sad face. Being concerned about Butchu is good, but it will be my turn to have a bath after Asia is done. I sighed thinking about Ofa. I know for a fact I can go to 100%, but I'll use that as a last resort. My only limit will be about 50% at best, plus I need to get used to Black Whip again and maybe see if Danger Sense is back again. Flash, then the floor on my room glows. The light is forming into a circular shape and a familiar symbol appears on it. This is the mark of our group, the Gremory group's magic circle. Who is it? I mean, why my room? Is someone trying to teleport to my room? The magic circle makes a big glow that lit up the whole room and a person appears from it. It's the silhouette of a girl. A girl with crimson hair. Butchu? The one that appears from the magic circle is none other than Ria's Butchu. But why is she in my room? She seems to have the face of those cornered. Her expression is the same as the one she had back in the club room. Butchu approaches me soon as she sees me. Then she says a shocking thing to me. Make love to me. Excuse me? My mind went blank because of the sudden thing. What did she say just now? Did I go deaf? Butchu says it again to make sure I heard it, since I have a confused look. I want you to take my virginity. Immediately. Butchu's Japanese is stimulating as always, but what the hell is this woman talking about? Chapter 24. Izuku's POV. Hurry, go to the bed. I will get ready for it now. Butchu hassles me while taking her uniform off. Hold on, what the hell is she trying to do here, damn it? Strip. She takes her skirt off and her underwear becomes visible. Guha, her pure white panties are so bright, her beautiful long legs are excellent, like always, she still has thighs that you want to touch a lot. She then reaches for her bra. But you this is. I'm panicking because Ty escalated too quickly. I may have lost my V card mentally, but physically I'm a godman novice at this shit. But you suddenly appearing and says something like let's have hex and starts taking her clothes off. Strip. She finally takes her shirt off. Her op-eye that is supported by the bra are visible. I can't take my eyes off her wide and huge breasts that my heart was racing. But you, who only has her panties on, takes a huge breath and then walks towards me. Ice, aren't I good enough? And no, absolutely not. I thought about all sorts of things, but this is the only method left. Method for what? I can't see where this is leading to. If there is evidence, then they can't complain about it. The only person close to me who is able to do it with me is you. Me, okay, there's got to be a reason for this as to why I'm being chosen to be her first time. Udo won't do. He is a pure knight. He would decline it for sure. That's why you were the only one possible, Ice. I won over Kiba because he's a pure soul. There are things you still lack in, but you seem to have the potential. Butchu's fingertip touches my cheek. My heart is beating. I feel something mysterious running through my body. You're the only one who would do it as soon as I ask and will go till the end. Butchu approaches me. I have myself pushed down onto the bed. Butchu horse rides on me. The place where her buttocks and thighs are touching is my important part. Her crimson hair falls down on my body. The smell of her crimson hair excites me. Unhook. The sound of the bra being unhooked. The second coming of Butchu's op-eye. Her beautiful pink nipples are already erect. Her breasts bounces with her slight movements. This has too many destructive powers. This is my second contact with this breast. I never thought that I will be able to see it again on this bed. This is your first time, right, Ice? Or do you already have experience? It's my first time physically, that is. I see. It's my first time as well, so let's do it till the end, even if both of us have no experience. It's alright, it's very simple. You just have to put it inside here. Butchu touches her important part with her finger. It's so stimulating that my brain is about to burst. Then Butchu takes my right hand and squeeze. My right hand, which was grasped by Butchu, is placed on top of her op-eye. I can feel a really soft sensation on all 5 fingers while it sinks in. It's a guy's thing to concentrate their thoughts and sensations on their right hand at times like this. Inside my mind I don't know what to describe it, but I felt like something was about to be unleashed. Do you realize it? Butchu says that to me with a charming voice. I'm also nervous. You can tell by my heartbeat, right? I can feel her heart beating fast through her soft op-eye that I'm touching with my right hand. If I look carefully, her pure white skin starts to turn red. She's also nervous. So Butchu, who usually acts with elegance, gets nervous for her first time as well, huh? Then Butchu starts to strip my clothes off. I'm getting stripped naked by a GEL. But I don't actually have the confidence I said it, trying to get out of this mess. Butchu gets her face close to mine and says it. Are you trying to embarrass me? Explode. But that comment, my brain sent a shock to my body. And this caused me to look at her. If this is your choice. I then grabbed her and put her below me while I was gearing her breath being gazed, and her eyes were having to mine. I went in close and moved a bit of her hair to bite her neck softly, making her feel my touch, but I wasn't done, using my hands to squeeze her amazing boobs, making her moan. Ice, please quit teasing me. She whined, making my eyes change and sound from my throat started to form. Drrrrrr. When Riaz heard that, she looked into my eyes and didn't look away. I removed my clothes and bite on Ria's collarbone, making her squirm, while my right hand was massaging on of her breast, the other hand went to her lower region. Ice. My excitement was reaching its peak, and when I was about to do the deed. Flash. Then the floor of my room flashes once again. Drrrrrr. Are you kidding me right now? Seeing that, Butchu sighs. Looks like I was a bit late. Butchu stares at the magic circle with disgust. The symbol on the magic circle is Gremory Group. But who would be coming here? Kiba, Kaneko, Akeno, or someone else? My prediction was wrong, but also it was right that I thought it was someone else, and the person who appears from the magic circle is a silver-haired woman. Her clothes look like that of a maid. The beautiful silver-haired maid speaks silently after seeing me and Butchu. Are you trying to break the agreement by doing something like this? The maid says it plainly as if she is astonished. Butchu twitches her eyebrows hearing that. If I don't go this far, both Otu-sama and Ani-sama won't listen to me, right? Both Surzicha-sama and the master will become sad after they find out that you tried to give your purity to some lowly person like this. Master? Surzicha-sama. Who is it? From what Butchu said, is it her father and her brother? So Butchu has a brother. But lowly, she's talking about me, right? I feel a bit shocked if someone I just met calls me that, and it pissed me off. Hearing the maid woman say that, Butchu becomes unpleasant immediately. My purity is mine only. What's wrong with giving it to someone whom I acknowledged? Also, don't call my cute servant lowly. Even if it's you, I won't forgive you, Grafia. I was a bit happy that Riaz defended, but this maid, however, simply ignored her. The woman called Grafia picks up Butchu's bra. Anyway, you are the next heiress of the House of Gremory, so please don't show your skin to a man recklessly. Even more so if you are in the middle of this situation. She then puts the bra on Butchu's body. The woman looks at me. She then bows her head down. How do you do? I'm a maid that serves the House of Gremory. My name is Grafia. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I received a polite introduction from her. I feel a bit awkward because I was called a lowly person when I first saw her, but if I look carefully she's quite a beauty. If she's human then she will be in her early 20s. She seems like a calm and collected person, and her silver hair that is shining looks beautiful. She has her hair split into 3 strings, which are then knotted with each other. Grafia-san pinch. Butchu pinches me because I'm gazing at Grafia-san. Grafia, did you come here of your own accord? Or because the household sent you? Or is it Ani-sama? Butchu makes an unpleasant face. Somehow she's acting like girls her age. This is a new side of her I haven't seen. All of them. Grafia-san answers like that. Hearing that, Butchu sighs as if she is giving up. Is that so? You, who is brother's queen, came to the human world personally. So it can only be one thing. I understand. Butchu picks her clothes up. She puts her arm through her clothes. I'm sorry Ice. Let's make it so that the thing from earlier never happened. I wasn't thinking straight either. Let's forget about today's incident. I looked at her saying there's no way I can ever forget this kind of look, but I just nodded making her understand. Ice. Wait, is this person? Grafia the maid looks at me with a shocked expression. I never expected a cool woman like her to be this shocked. Yes Haidu is say. My pawn. The user of the boosted gear. Boosted gear, the one possessed by the Emperor of Dragons. What is it? Suddenly Grafia-san starts to look at me as if she's looking at something extraordinary. Grafia, let's go back to my room. I will listen to what you have to say over there. Akeno can also attend, right? The Priestess of Thunder. I don't mind. It's a must for high-class devils to have their queen by their side all the time. Very well. Ice. Butchu calls me. She walks towards me and then she. Jew. Butchu's lip touches my cheek. Please forgive me for today with this. I troubled you a lot. Let's meet again in the clubroom tomorrow. She gives me a farewell, but before she left I grabbed her hand making her and Grafia to look at me. Riaz. She stopped after hearing me call her name, and next thing that happened was me giving her a kiss full on the lips, making her shock when I took action, and deepening the kiss until we had to catch our breath. She looked at me with a blush on her face, and I just smiled. You gave me a reward, it's fair that the king should deserve one as well. She simply blushed even more and simply left and disappears in the magic circle together with Grafia-san. I'm the only one left in the room now after almost doing the deed, but at least I stole her first kiss. I'm sure she would have wanted it stolen somewhere romantic. I just sighed while looking at my mirror to see my eye color red, along with my pupils being cat-like, but they turned back to normal. Izuku. Shit's about to go crazy tomorrow. I finished using the shower. I heard Asia's voice soon after that. Chapter 25. Izuku's POV. Next morning. Asia and I are walking towards school. I rub my eyes since I wasn't able to get a single bit of sleep last night. The feeling of the op eye in my hand and the image of Butchu's naked body burned into my eyes has impacted both my mind and soul. Wait, did I by chance gave her a hickey shit? Because of that and my little junior rising up, I got up at night and started to do lot of lecherous things by myself. For the whole night I had to pleasure myself because I had so much horniness within my body. Since the two of us were interrupted, I was bait to the deed, but since we couldn't go that far and her leaving, that's why I'm flat out tired from the morning. Are you okay? Asia asks me with a worried voice. I feel like I know how dirty I am when I get stared at by her innocent eyes. I can't tell her that Butchu wanted to have hex with me last night, no matter what, until she decides to come after me. Sigh. I need to relax from this perviness big time. You didn't do the morning training today, so I thought your body was hurt. Asia seems like she is very worried. The morning training was cancelled today, but I wouldn't mind doing it by myself. But when I received a call early this morning from Butchu, and she cancelled it by saying, can we cancel it today? Well, I can't do training with Butchu herself in this state. I'm walking towards the classroom while my legs are moving very slowly. Then. ICE. Mitsuda is running towards me with an extremely pissed face from the end of the corridor. It's about that. From the other direction, Motohama is running really fast. Both of them got ready to do a lariat on me and was about to do it, but I avoided their attack making them hit the ground. Don't buck with me, Mitsuda shouts. Ice, you bastard. Motohama grabs me by my collar and glares at me with eyes filled with murderous intent. Seriously, what is it? I acted like I didn't know what they are on about, but it doesn't stop them from being pissed at me. Don't buck around, Buck. What the heck was that? He looked like those really strong guys from a martial arts manga, and why was he wearing gothic Lolita clothes? Is that an ultimate weapon? Mitsuda complains to me while crying. Looks like the two of them met him yesterday. It seems like the impact of Miltan was too much for them. Miltan, a regular customer of mine, is a devil. My contractor. He is a girl born from a man that has the body of the world's strongest person, and he looks up to Mahu Xiaozhou. His charming point is his gothic Lolita outfit and the cat ears he wears. You may think this information doesn't make any sense, but I can't help it if this is the truth. The heart of a maiden and a body of a man, that's the only explanation I have. Not only that, he also brought some friends, he made a gathering of some sorts, there were couple of those who looked like Miltan. I was so scared I thought I was going to get killed. Damn. So there are more of them, just thinking about it gives me shivers and nightmares. Where do Miltan series get produced from? Yeah, I definitely don't want to meet them. They were going on about the world of magic. Wyatt the buck is the world of magic Cerebinia. I don't know any shit like that. But Suda-kun continues to complain to me while shaking my body violently. In my case, they were telling me about how to defeat the dark creatures if I ever encounter one. Apparently you can kill them by using a special item which is made by mixing the salt from the Sea of the Dead and a flower that only appears at night called Moonlight Flower, and then burn them to make a powder. No matter how you think about it, a punch from Miltan would be enough to kill any living thing in this world. Motohama says it to me while holding his head down. I see, looks like these two have went through hell. Serves them right, I guess. Congratulations. Now you can beat the dark creatures whenever you encounter one. After I said that, Mitsuda and Motohama does a double brain buster on me that I avoided and went to give them each a punch to the gut, making them hold their guts from my attack. A few minutes later, Butchu's problem? Maybe it has something to do with the House of Gremory. Kiba says that to me while we are walking towards the clubroom located in the old school building. I met with Kiba while I was on my way to the clubroom along with Asia. So I asked Kiba about how Butchu is acting strange lately, but it seems like Kiba also doesn't know the reason why. The Keno-san would know, right? Kiba nods at my question. The Keno-san is Butchu's most trusted servant, so she obviously would know. I know that asking Butchu about her problem is rude, but I became concerned about her since I was involved in it last night. But I don't feel like talking about last night with anyone. I mean, it will cause an uproar if I do. Well, never mind. Anyway, if there is a thing I can help her with, then I will. When we arrived to front of the door, Kiba noticed something. For me to finally realize the presence here, Kiba puts on a serious face by narrowing his eyes. Huh? What is it? I opened the door without any concerns. Inside the room are Butchu, Akeno-san, Kaneko-chan, and the silver-haired maid Graphia-san. She sure does act calm. Why couldn't she waited a bit longer? Damn it. Butchu has a very unpleasant face. Akeno-san is smiling like usual, but she has cold vibe. Kaneko-chan is sitting on a chair at the corner quietly. It seems like she doesn't want to get involved with others much as possible. The room has an atmosphere where no one is talking. Kiba quietly says "oh my" from behind me. The three of us goes inside the room, but none of the members are talking to us like they always do. That's how tense the atmosphere of this room is. Asia is also feeling uneasy, so she holds onto my sleeve with an uneasy face. I pat on her head to comfort her and to make her feel safe. Butchu speaks after looking at each of us. Looks like everyone is here. Before we start the club, there's something I need to tell all of you. Oju-sama, do you want me to explain the situation? Butchu rejects Graphia-san's offer by waving her hand. The truth is, it happens exactly when Butchu speaks. The magic circle on the floor glows. A teleportation. But all of the people from Gremory group are here. So is it a devil who serves the House of Gremory just like Graphia-san ... or is it a different devil group? After this, I realized that my guess for the latter was correct. The symbol of the Gremory drawn on the magic circle changes into an unfamiliar pattern. The phoenix. Phoenix, that's what Kiba, who is close to me, says. Phoenix, huh? The light shines through the room and a person appears from the magic circle. Flames come out from the magic circle and the room gets flowed with heat. Hot sparks are burning my skin. There is a silhouette of a man inside the flames. When he swings his arm across to the side, the flames disappear. Phew, it's been a while since I came to the humans world. The one standing there is a man wearing a red suit. Since he's wearing his suit casually, he didn't have a tie and his shirt is open till his chest. He looks like he's in his early 20s. He's handsome, but he seems more of the bad boy type. He has his hands inside his pockets. Somehow, he looks like a host. More like, is he a host devil? The way he looked and how he pronounced himself reminded me of Bakugo when he was a cocky bitch. If Kiba is the gentle type, then this guy is the wild type. The guy looks around the room and then smirks after finding Butchu. My lovely Rias. I came to see you. I suddenly looked pissed and Kiba and Asia saw this as well and giving me worried looks. My lovely Rias. This guy, what kind of relation does he have with Butchu? Butchu is looking at him with her eyes half closed. It doesn't seem like she is welcoming this guy. But the guy doesn't seem to care and approaches Butchu. Now then, Rias. Let's go and take a look at the ceremony hall. The date of the ceremony is decided so we need to check it before then. The guy grabs Butchu's arm. What the hell is this guy doing to the president? I was clenching my fist, but I know if do something now I might get punished. Let go of me, Razor. Butchu says that with a deep and serious voice while shaking the guy's hand off. Her voice sounds really scary, she's really pissed off. The guy called Razor doesn't seem to care about having his hand shook off and is just smirking. Somehow, his slight movement is ticking me off. I'm starting to get pissed. I then say this to him. Hey, you. You are being rude to Butchu. Actually, what's with that attitude towards a girl? I said it clearly to him. The guy looks at me and starts looking at me as if he is looking at some trash. This bastard is pissing me off even more. Ah. Who are you? He said it with a displeased voice. It's totally different from the sweet voice he has towards Butchu. NGGH, he's clearly looking down on me. I can feel his hatred towards me. But I will say what I have to. I am the servant devil of Ria's Gremory-sama. I'm the pawn Haidu say. Ah, okay. This guy is seriously about get these hands. I mean, who the heck are you? The guy seems a bit surprised by my question. Oh? Rias, you haven't mentioned me to your servants. I mean, are there guys who don't know me? A reincarnated devil. Even so, I didn't tell them because there was no need. Oh my, harsh like always. Hahaha. The guy starts laughing. Then Grafia-san comes into the discussion. Haidu Issei-sama. Yes, this person is Razor Phoenix-sama. He's a pure-blood high-class devil and the third son of the House of Phoenix. Grafia-san explains it to me about this guy. Yeah, so he's a high-class devil from the House of Phoenix. So he holds a peerage than the Phoenix, a legendary creature that appears in books and is said to be a firebird or immortal, so there are things similar to it among the devils, but seriously, does this dude have to be so cocky because of his household? So how does a guy like that related to Butchu? A friend? Or is he some childhood friend? But soon, I found out the true reason that far surpasses my prediction. And he is the husband of the next heiress of the House of Gremory. Husband. The next heiress she's talking about, Butchu, right? He is engaged to Ria's Ojisama. Huh? Engaged. What? I screamed because of the shocking revelation. This bastard is Ria's Butchu's fiancé. Oh no way in hell are taking away my Ria's Baki bitch. I didn't realize that soon I'll be unleashing something powerful than ever. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.